So then I told her, like, I don't
This
really
me
care.
dungeon
As
daddy.
long as you put your hands on me, like, that's all that really matters.
Well.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, shit, we're live. Sorry.
That makes sense.
My lord.
Fire, you dog.
And then you made waffles.
Yeah, no.
We
Well,
love
peanut brittle.
waffles. Well, we love that a
Ooh,
little
I
less.
love
but that's
peanut
fine.
brittle. Oh god, it's good. I haven't had that in a long time.
Peanut brittle's fucking delicious, and I will
I've never
fight.
tried
Do you
it.
really make peanut brittle, or did you just say that because it's a funny thing to say?
I could make peanut brittle. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay.
It's
So
been
that's
like
a
2
no.
years.
I've never tried it.
Listen, the peanut brittle I did make was very good, but again, it's been like 2 years since I tried.
All right. Anyways, welcome everybody. It's been 2 weeks for the main campaign.
DM me for details on my peanut brittle.
Right.
It's not a euphemism.
There you go. Welcome back, everybody.
I don't
to-
trust you.
To session
Maybe you want
73.
peanut brittle real bad.
You bitches. Enough of your peanut brittle. It's a session 73 of our Prince's Apocalypse campaign with the Ditherers of Dismay. Last episode, we had another shopping episode that was unintentionally a shopping episode. And a flirting episode. We got to see Joel terribly flirt with the innkeeper.
Joel did an amazing job, and Zephyr
Sure.
was the best.
He did a
wing
job.
person you
Uh-huh.
could ever have.
You
Yes.
guys overgrowed all of the plants. Overgrew. There we go. There's the word. Made it like a damn lush jungle inside of it, basically. Amethyst had a final, I guess not for the first one, because it's technically her second one, but a moment again to get that emotion out from everything going on in the day. And had a little moment with Tristan with the griffins. And you got to pet a griffin, which is probably the first time you've ever been even that close to one.
Yeah.
You guys got to reminisce with, or catch up with Kalisa, the new mayor of Shadeborough. And you finally got a long rest. The day finally came to an end. It's literally been like 3 months or something.
This is the day that never ends.
Yeah. In the morning, we had a lovely cleanup montage of cleaning up all of the plants, and Zephyr kind of using speak with plants was able to convince it to kind of bloom and make it a little better for Joel's entrance.
I love that too.
That was
really
great.
cute.
And
It's fine.
then you guys went to see Fiandra, the leather worker, and dropped off all your scales, which made her eyes blow up. She was so excited. She was excited to hear about your guys' adventures and the fact that you guys got to fight and kill a dragon is one of her dreams, and to be able to the chance to work with it. She got so excited. You discussed a bit of what you could do. And then on hopes to finding diamonds, you guys went back to Finritz, this little barber shop with a hoarder store in the back. And we spent like an hour and a half just rolling a bunch of dice on charts, and half the people don't even remember what you got, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, I
don't
don't know what I got.
I don't think you
I
got
don't
anything.
care. It's still fun.
Okay.
It's this dumb part of D&D that is
Yeah, 100%.
oddly fun. For
I didn't
no
write
apparent
any
reason.
notes, so I was like, either I didn't get anything or I'm like brain dead.
I
No,
might.
I have notes. I wrote
In the
everything
VOD
down.
somewhere.
Okay, I was gonna say I might have to like go back in the VOD just to double check. I think I got everything.
I am brain dead. I don't remember. I remember braces, and that's it.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought I
most-
sent you a list.
You
thought I sent
did. You
something on
did.
the list. Okay.
That is true. I think that was it everybody? Yeah, I think you sent me like a list of what everyone else got.
That's a list of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think all that Zephyr got was a terrible sounding a broken sound music box. That was it.
Yeah.
The person that statistically rolls better than anybody I've ever played with in the history of Dungeons and Dragons
rolled
couldn't
shit
get
the whole
anything
time.
better than a music box.
Literally, I
It
think
was
you
so
Broken
rolled.
music box.
I think the highest investigation check you rolled was a 4, or
I have
something like
negative
that.
2. It doesn't help.
Yeah. And then Amethyst, I feel like you I don't think you got anything. You may have got one thing, because the rest of the time you just fucked with the guy and made him think that a curse was talking to him, and he kicked you
They
guys
did
out.
get a pearl ring. She got a pearl ring
yes.
for sure.
Oh yes, you got a pearl.
Okay.
That's what you got. And then you just kind of fucked with Finra, the poor old
Yeah.
senile man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't do such a thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds mean.
And then you guys were booted out with probably overspending way too much gold on what you got, but maybe underspending. You don't know yet. And as you guys were walking down the road, I forget exactly who. You should still tell me. Joel, I think, got the highest. Joel and Zephyr, it looks like, got the highest perception and noticed the glint of armor shining off from the kind of midday light, kind of rounding a corner as you guys saw 2 fully armed Feathergale knights rounding a corner. They have yet to notice you. You notice them first. What do you two do?
Oh,
Or what do you
caw. And I... Knights.
I cast invisibility.
Okay.
I'm Joel.
You do cast that at 5th level, so you could make like 2 other people invisible if you really want.
Anyone else want to be invisible?
Nope.
I'm gonna say for just sheer role playing, I panic and I accidentally make myself invisible too.
Beautiful. Okay. Actually, for Amdrus, Atim, and Zephyr, can you guys make dexterity saving throws?
I love you. I love you so much. That's such a great thing to do.
Yo, I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Zephyr, what'd you get?
14.
14. Amdrus?
Oh, 13.
Oh, now you.
Oh, I love it.
My
We're all
stepmom
in a
calls
row.
me way too late.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, and you
I
got 15? 14,
Yeah.
15? As you panic and you turn to slap Joel, you hit Zephyr on the way, and all 3 of you turn invisible. So it's just Amdrus and Atim. And you just notice all 3 of them disappear. And Amdrus, Atim, all you heard was knights, and then they just disappeared. You didn't even
Probably
notice.
like a-
Neither of you noticed. Yeah.
Like a smacking sound.
And both of you are just kind of like, what just happened? You're now alone.
Act cool.
That's
Act
a
cool.
beautiful use of a dexterity saving throw.
I
That's-
love it. That's
That's
great.
what I would say. Love it. Love it. But,
So,
there's knights up there, guys. We're invisible. Don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
All right.
I immediately reached for Atim's hand.
Okay.
What? What is? Sure. Okay.
Just grab his hand. I'm like, isn't the weather lovely today, darling?
Yes.
As we're just like walking.
Sure.
Wait.
Zephyr, Joel, Amethyst, please make stealth checks with advantage because you're invisible.
Plus 10 because... No, just kidding.
No. Amdrus, Atim, please make either performance or deception checks. It's up to you. Are you playing a role or you're trying to sell it? Well, it's up to you.
I got an 18.
Oh, it's the
That's
same
22.
regardless. It's a +4 either way.
It's 11 for plus 11 for me.
Oh my god.
That's a 30.
21.
So gay. You're like
Just
age
okay.
gay. You just
Amazing.
pierced the toast.
I'm the one who's in love with Atim. Atim's like, I will date Amdrus, but I'm like in love with Atim.
Right.
Right.
So Zephyr, what'd you
I
get?
mean, how's that different from any other?
I got a 22.
22.
It's like, this strong man. Yeah.
Joel, don't forget you normally have disadvantage, right? So it's just straight.
That's why I just rolled flat. Yeah, so
Beautiful.
I rolled a 12.
12. Amethyst,
18.
18. Amdrus, what did you roll and what did you get? And same with that team.
I rolled a 19. I got 30.
Or well, what did you roll? Deception or
Deception.
Deception. And that team.
Performance 21.
Okay. Amdrus is really trying to sell it. That team's just here for.
No. I
to look at.
sold it on a
Mhm.
30. I really
Right,
hope
right.
they can't. Like, come on.
The swish is in the step.
The irony is that I rolled a natural 20.
He started the deception, and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna perform with it.
And it's funny because I won't make you guys make perception checks, but the 3 invisible, if you'd like, you can, because you two have the highest passive that it won't matter. As you guys are walking, you see one is fully like helmet on and everything. The other one you see an older human woman with like a military style, like tight hair pulled back in a bun and kind of braided and pulled into a bun. Kind of walking with her the typical helmet that has kind of the like winged like design flared out on the helmets under her arm as they're kind of walking and kind of just kind of talking nothing important, probably just about the day-to-days that they're checking and whatever. And it sounds like they're in the midst of doing just kind of their typical rounds. Zephyr, what'd you get?
18.
18. I guess, Joel, you don't need to roll for this, but what'd you get?
7.
7, okay. That's fine, because you don't need to roll this. Amethyst? Oh, you're muted.
7.
7 also, okay. And sorry, what was that, Zephyr? 18?
18.
18, okay. So Zephyr, Amdrus, and Atim, you all, surprisingly, it takes a moment, but you recognize her. You recognize her as one of the younger knights looking for Joel in his memories. Now, 20 years older, she was indeed the one that opened up the kitchen. You guys all said she was super hot. Still got the looks. Yeah, still got the looks. Now in her like 50s. Still got the build of a Feathergale knight. And Joel, obviously you recognize her even without seeing her for 15 years. 20 years or whatever. It's both surprising and not surprising that she's out here because she's almost like high enough rank that it's weird to see her outside of the castle. But at the same time, the fact that she is pretty much by herself except for one underling makes sense why she's out here, because she can hold her fucking own, and you know that. And she was one of the heads of the castle knights. And grew very quickly in the ranks, you remember.
Quickly whisper that to them so they kind of know a little bit about her.
Okay.
What's her name again?
Jacqueline Duststone. Mm-hmm. Or Duskstone, I forget. Hold on.
I would like to imagine that Amethyst like
Duskstone, sorry. It's okay.
hears Joel whispering and she goes to look and then accidentally runs into Amdrus and or Ataim.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, with the performance of Amdrus easily being able to fake fumble and act like it was you, making the noise. As
I'm
you
just adding
guys
flavor.
march off, and you see them kind of walking, and they clock you. And Amdrus, you have the highest passive.
With a 47. Sorry. Continue.
Right. You see, or you barely catch it, and it's more like you kind of read her lips slightly by glancing, and you just get her saying, "Haven't seen those two. They stand out. We'll keep an eye. You're a full-blooded orc and a blue man. You stand out." Just putting that out
Yep.
there.
That is bigoted, and
Well,
we don't stand for that.
She is one of the heads of Feathergale Knights, so take it up with the king. And you can see that they clock that, and they clearly, she clearly like says to make sure.
I really want to address them.
Do you want to? Because you can, at this point, I will say like meta, you can just walk away. You aren't being suspicious. You didn't roll really low on any deceptions or anything. Yeah. So they're not gonna like but they've eyed you up and clocked you. anything you guys like to do, any of you, the three invisible.
Evening, nights. How is the patrolling?
Middle of the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
good
forgot what day.
afternoon.
I forgot
Good
what day it
afternoon.
was.
Yeah.
Good day.
Um.
How go the patrols?
You say that, and you see Jacqueline kind of turns to you, and she kind of gives you like a very formal like bow, like head bow, and just calls back and goes, "Good day. Patrol's going well. Seems rather quiet. I haven't seen you two around."
Oh, forgive us. My name is Ataim. We haven't been here in a while, but we are part of the crew that sort of saved the town, which I think is why that you are stationed here now.
Oh, I did hear about a group of adventurers that helped with the attack.
Yes.
Any chance
That was nice.
you have time, then? Can I ask a few questions about that? If you're busy,
Unfortunately,
that's fine.
we
We
are
are-
quite busy. Adventuring, it has here and there, but we just wanted to stop in because it's been a while. We wanted to check on the town and see how it was doing, but we must be swiftly on our way.
I would like to be supporting Ataim, like, in a very, like, passive boyfriend sort of way. Like, yeah, totally. That's
All right.
what are you gonna do?
We'll
Perfect.
never know who the bottom is.
Atim, please make a deception check with advantage, because Amdrus is helping you.
I was like, we must be on our way, but
We really
Uh,
must be leaving, darling.
darling,
That's a good day.
The dinner
Yeah,
reservations.
that's not good. Natural 20 for a
Okay.
24.
And she goes,
Okay.
"Of course, it is busy times. If you ever need work, don't hesitate to ask Feathergale Knight. So if you're back in town, I'm sure we can use some help. You guys seem very wow, I blanked at the word. I wasn't say well-rounded. That's not what I wanted to say.
She's coming for our weight now.
What is the word I'm trying to think of? Well,
Reliable, adjusted.
no,
It's
good
not
at
adjusted.
fighting.
Right, yeah. I know what
Like
you mean.
competent?
No,
Well
No,
trained.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
Proficient.
Well practiced,
Sure.
seasoned.
Sure.
Seasoned. We'll do that. You guys seem quite
Yeah, there you
seasoned
go.
adventurers. Like you know what to do. But don't let us keep you.
Well-
You said Atim was your name, right?
Yes.
That's funny. I think a colleague of mine had a son named Atim. How funny about that? It's an odd name, but it's
Interesting.
a good name.
It's a very rare one. I haven't heard anybody else with the name.
Quite. Yes. Any chance
Don't
you?
add to it.
She goes. I assume it is not the same, but any chance you have any relations to Eldar, the Wizard of Kaim and the Elementalist?
No, but I would certainly love to meet him.
Please
I
make a
do
deception
kind of
check.
dabble in magics. $18.
18. Okay. So looking, she goes, well, I hear that he is a excellent teacher. If you ever come to Kaimin, and he is not busy with everything going on, I think, I'm sure he'd be a great teacher.
Thank you for the knowledge.
Okay.
I see might kill two birds with one stone. Get to learn some new magic and maybe a new job.
There you go. And she turns to you, Amdrus, and says, apologies, I didn't quite get your name.
Oh right, they called me Amdrus.
Amdrus. Amdrus Stoutgrass,
Oh, yeah, that'd be me.
the deputy's son? That makes sense. All right, well, it is good to finally meet you. Your father is quite a hard worker.
Some might say too hard. Wish that poor bastard would take a day off every once in a while. I tell you what, he's driving my poor mother to grace.
Well, she seems quite able to handle herself. And with the times going on, fortunately, a lot of us can't be slacking. But I am glad to hear that his son is doing well.
Aye, quite well. Better than most, and I'll like kind of shake our hand holding, shake our hands together.
She kind of does a bow again. She goes, again, my name is Jacqueline Duststone. I am the Feathergale Knights stationed here. This here is Jules. She is the underling of us, and she kind of takes off her helmet, and you can see this kind of like strawberry, like not even strawberry blonde, like a very like redhead, like ginger redhead, kind of pulled back. You can see she has quite long hair that's like pulled into like a big bun that kind of just barely fits in her helmet. She kind of gives you a nod. What?
I got a thing for redheads, man. I can't help it.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, same, but
You just hear Amethyst in your ear. I'll make sure Mariana knows.
You don't know
yeah.
I'm checking her out. Hold on.
I mean,
all right, insight
perception.
check.
Perception.
I would say perception or insight with advantage because you're invisible and you don't know. He doesn't know where you're looking.
They're both the same soul.
There you go.
Oh damn, 9.
You can't.
I'm
You
gonna
can't
start
tell.
rolling mine at disadvantage because of Lily.
There we go.
Still a son.
And she gives like a deep bow.
Oh hell, I'll roll 2. Just why not?
There you go.
Oh,
And she has like kind of hazel
Nope.
eyes. No.
No.
Fuck the
Eyes
police.
for one
My
only.
heart. My heart yearns for my
Elven queen, fey queens, and the one lady. That's it.
my one tavern barkeep.
There you go. Yeah, and they'll just kind of greet you and just go, "Don't let us keep you. Have a good night, or have a good rest of your day, and good luck on your adventures."
Insight
Thank
check.
you.
Why do they think it's night? Just
good
kidding.
luck.
Yeah.
Good luck on your patrols, and hopefully no further adversity comes this way.
Nothing as of late. We had something a bit ago, but it was quickly handled, so quite all right.
Wonderful to hear. Well, we'll be leaving you to your duties. We have our own
Yes, we must
duties
be
to
off.
attend to.
Good luck. She just goes, "Be wary of heading towards Crow Point as well. It is still very war-torn. Place of many
Ah.
battles, day in and day out, so."
Duly noted. Thank you.
And they'll kind of nod, and they'll kind of head down, like turning where you guys came from, and you guys can head into the main town. And yeah,
Beautiful.
unnoticed, with your guys' high stealth, excluding Joel, but 2 out of 3 works. All right. What do you guys
So
do?
before my invisibility wears off, I run back to that one shop.
It's like an hour.
You do have an hour, so
It's an hour, yeah.
Oh man.
You have plenty of time.
Oh man.
what do you
How
do?
far away did we get from it?
You're just like down the street. Like that's the way they went. The Feathergale Knights went that way.
No, we need to go.
We do need to go.
We do need to go, and I've already wasted a spell slot, so.
Fair.
Oh, you'd have to.
But no, in my heart, I was gonna go back there and just start throwing.
That would be hilarious.
Is that Celeste talking or Amethyst?
I don't know. Amethyst has been through a lot. She needs this.
That's true. That's very true.
I mean, honestly, you could probably just go in and walk out with something. Just it starts floating. You could probably freak him out.
I just do the whispers too. Just be like, let it happen.
Yeah.
You don't see anything.
We're taking more cursed objects from you. Don't worry about it.
Right. Are you doing anything?
No,
No. Okay. All right.
Right.
but I want to.
I will say as you are kind of heading through, you do notice that Fiandra kind of jumps out and kind of grabs a couple of your attention about a few things she can do, basically what we've been discussing, just so in world it makes sense, and explains that, like, based on the math she quickly did in the like hour or two that you guys were gone, she goes, things might actually cost quite a bit, and it might take a while. I have to double check with the Tanners. They're experts on kind of the armor and the weapons and stuff. So, if that's all right, I don't know how long you guys are planning on staying, or if you plan on coming back soon.
Oh, we can come back. That's
Okay.
coming back's not the hard part. It's getting there. That's really going to be our struggle.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if
Take all
you're-
the time you need. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Oh, and this is Joel. I'm invisible. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah, she kind of goes, oh,
I'm
wait,
not a
oh.
ghost. Just
Okay,
invisible.
so all the rest are here? That's great.
I
Yeah,
go
we're
up behind her and just very softly whisper boo into her ear.
And she just kind of jumps and goes, all right, well, thank you for the heart attack. I'm gonna go
You're welcome.
finish working on these. And thank you again for, like, allowing me to work with this material. This is literally a dream come true. You guys are my favorites, and I have things planned. That's all I'm gonna say. Your team name was the Ditherers of Dismay, right?
That is
Still
correct.
still going by that? Still wanting to go by that?
Oh yes.
Okay,
that's us,
perfect.
yeah.
I have something planned. Which kind of gives you guys a wink and then heads out.
As she's leaving, can I run after her really quick, just a couple of steps, and then discuss with her what we were discussing earlier, and
Okay.
ask her if she can, like, kind of facilitate that since we're leaving,
Yeah.
and just give her what is needed, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
And she goes,
Okay.
of course, I'll let you know how much it is if it's anything.
And if anybody's
Whatever.
paying attention, she
Fine.
looks like
I
she's
trust you.
talking to herself.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, a thing just appears out of nowhere and hands to her, and then
Okay.
that's it. I just wanted to. I figured she could help.
I would
facilitate.
love for you to make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Funny.
Well, you know, you're trying
Well,
to
like
be
it's
secretive.
invisible
So.
until it
Yeah, you got
loses
advantage.
it leaves her hand.
16.
Okay. All right. Atium and Amdrus would see what got handed off, but no one else would really notice. And we'll talk about it later. And Joel, you kind of can run back unseen. Zephyr, are you doing anything while you're invisible for an hour?
No, I'm just tagging along.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do, or what are you guys doing next? What's the plan? You have a bunch of items that you guys got. Do you want to spend a little bit of time to identify and or open and or check out?
I definitely want to check out the armorers before we leave town because I
Yeah.
want to try to get some standard half plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I-
would like to at least open up that lockbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amethyst is just probably gonna, like, chill, take a little short rest to regain
Yeah,
that
if
spell
you
slot.
guys want to take a short rest to identify stuff, to open things, whatever, you totally can. Sorry, I did not apparently have Roll20 up on my laptop. So I will move.
And
you
also, I
guys-
guess I'll also just, like, take a look at that ring and kind of get the worth of it.
Yeah, you can do that all in your little thing. Oh no, don't tell me I forgot to punch it in, put it in. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Yeah, Tantor
that.
Smithy. It's 12. It's this one here. So yeah, Amdrus, you're heading there. Is everyone else going back to, like, the inn, to your house? What are you doing?
I'm going to the smithing. I got stuff I need to. I'm trying to level up my AC here for a second.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Well, while everyone's figured that, as you kind of come to this, you can see both ends of this, like, large kind of soot-stained kind of buildings are kind of massive stone blocks that rise into tall, wide chimneys. And you can see, like, even through the day, you can see kind of the slight glow of forgeries going in, and you kind of step in. You would, as Amdrus, would know these people have been here for years and years, maybe moved in before your time or early age, you're not sure. But for players, you guys have never been here. So as you kind of walk in, you'll see at the front, you will see... hold on.
Sorry, what is this describing? Smithy?
The smithy, yeah. So that's 12, yeah. And whoever else is coming with, if you guys want to come with. What? You're going with?
I said, yeah, I'll be
okay. So yeah, and for our team here. So I'm trying to figure out who would be in the front because I haven't read my notes in a long time. Apologies. Okay. Okay, so you would kind of go in, and you would see two people. You would see one, a kind of younger male half-orc. You can see he has kind of that grayish skin with kind of dark blue eyes and kind of this black curly hair that's a bit long. Probably haven't dealt with it for a while, kind of just letting it grow. Kind of fixing some of the display or adding stuff. And you can see that it is like filled with all types of armor and simple weapons. It's nothing super fancy, but it is still well made. And then at the desk, you can see, even more so than seeing like half orc, you would see a kind of tall female tiefling. And you would know, Amdrus, this is one of two almost identical twins. The big hitter here is one is a tiefling, one is a half orc. And the tiefling with the kind of red skin and the horns has a similar kind of dark blue eyes, the black curly hair. Not dark blue eyes. She's like kind of these piercing gray eyes. That more commonly with her father. And you can see that she has this like long, curly, flowing black hair. And you can see her kind of writing in a book. Clearly is the main kind of front desk person, and you can hear clanging of two people in the back forging something, and they look like they've been constantly going. I would say even last night you probably heard or saw the glow of the fires and the clanging of metal if you walked by and stuff like that. They seem like they've been pretty constant, and it is hot in here. Like the heat hits you as soon as you walk in, and it smells of soot and fire and metal and yeah. What do you guys do? Just asking for simple half plate?
Yeah, that's all I really want.
Okay, and just to let you know, the female, because Amdrus would just know this. So the male half orc is kind of the older brother. His name is Brahm. Apparently, I've used that name twice now. The female tiefling, her name is Leifa. And her twin half-orc sister is Leifel. Or Leifel, sorry. Leifra and Leifel.
Got it.
And yeah, so Leifra kind of just looks... And their father would be Eldris. Is the half-orc father. Up to you if you think you would have like a relationship because orc blood. I don't know. It's up to you. But... yeah, would make sense. Kind of the only ones in the town that are a sunflower. Yeah, and Leifra would just kind of look and go, "Oh, Amdrus, long time no see."
It has been quite a minute. How have you been?
Busy, very, very busy.
Right. Kingsguard got you sweating up all sorts of new gadgets and gizmos.
Oh yes, constantly. Whether it's fixing up armor, making armor for townsfolk that want to be training, weapons. Sister and father have been constantly making things. I feel like they barely rest nowadays. So.
Good for the arms.
Oh yeah.
Go to your back and all of that.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure she could throw me at this point.
She could throw you before. You're such a
That's
swig.
true. That is very true. This is why I'm up here. Are you looking for armor and your friend looking for armor or anything?
Well, I myself am interested in maybe some half plate if you got it.
Yeah. I mean, she kind of like looks over and points, and she calls over Brahm, and he can show you. It's like very simple, nothing really fancy about it. But yeah, I believe half plate is kind of expensive.
It should be.
I believe it's like $750.
Not that expensive.
Pretty sure it is. I will pull it up though. Ooh, I am too far. Half plate, 750 gold.
Holy shit! You just fucking know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, I also have been doing a lot of math for other stuff.
All right.
It's a bit expensive, but we kind of need it, so apologies.
No, it's quality work. That's why we came back here. Talk to you, talk to the leather worker, get some stuff made for us, and get moving.
Brilliant.
That being said, she might be in contact with you soon for an order I placed. Just help her out as much as you can.
Yeah, sure.
And I will take out a coin and I'll be like, 1, 2, 3.
She just
I'm just
she leans back and takes out a book.
750 gold.
Yeah, 750. And as you're counting it, she just kind of goes, "Wow, this adventuring is really working out for you, clearly."
230. Shit, hold on, I have to start over.
Flip to the next page.
It is quite the endeavor. I will say that.
Right. Also, I haven't met Amdrus's friend. My name is Leifa.
Hi, I'll tell you. It's nice to meet you.
We're more than friends at time, you can be honest.
Oh.
Best friends.
Oh. It's a little less exciting, but that's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, well,
He's a loudmouth. No one would want to stick around him for too long, you know?
Well, I've been around him enough. I think I kind of just drown him out, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Are you looking for anything? No offense, you don't look like the type to wear heavy armor, but are you looking for any weapons, or you have some options at the moment?
Particularly, no. Actually, I could, though.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a few bags of charcoal.
Oh, yeah, we have plenty. So, how much are we looking?
Do 50 gold worth.
This much. She goes, "That's a lot of Okay, give me 1 second." And she kind of gets up and she says, "Brom, make sure Amdrus doesn't mess up the count." And heads to the back, and you can kind of hear her muffled between clangs and everything, muffled kind of voices, and you can hear another very similar voice to Leifa. They sound very similar as well, and then one kind of deep, kind of resonating voice, clearly their father, this kind of older half-orc man, and it will take a little bit. Probably enough for you to count out 750 gold, and you'll see her. Leifa comes back out with this kind of older-looking half-orc man, kind of the grayish skin, the similar kind of striking gray eyes, and these kind of smaller tusks. He has short cropped black hair that's kind of graying. He's a bit unkempt, and you can see there's just sweat and soot. He's covered in it. And his kind of apron and gloves are just splattered with oil and dirt and everything, and they're just bring out a multiple bags of charcoal, and yeah, you can kind of Eldris would kind of greet you, Amdrus, and say kind of to you at team, just kind of go, "It's a lot. I hope that works for whatever you need it for."
It'll be perfect. Thank you.
You can see him. He kind of like stretches and goes, "Okay, back to work. Have a good day." And just like no customer service voice, just or a face, just back to business. He's old. His kids are doing it now.
Love it.
And yeah, you have charcoal, and you can take off like they kind of Brahm probably helps you Amdrus kind of fit it, and they have to like adjust a little bit. But yeah.
Okay. That makes my AC 18 now.
Yeah, shit.
The
Look at
dual
you.
wielding feat.
Yeah. Do you... Oh yeah, because you would have 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
17 plus 1. Yeah. Nice. Oh, nice.
I'm harder to hit now.
Hey, yeah, we love to see it. And it's weird. Like, you haven't really worn anything this bulky and heavy, I think. Probably
Yeah,
ever.
It's definitely like oh, that's gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, gonna have to study, wear it in.
There we go. And it is
Right.
like it's new too. Like
Yeah.
they clearly are just making armor, and like this one is one of the new ones. And yeah, beautiful. Not to make this a third shopping episode, but is there anything else you guys want to get or need?
Nope,
or
I'm
anything?
done.
Okay.
I got the half plate. I'm good.
Beautiful. The 3 invisible bitches, did you go in as well? Did you just following suit, being invisible for an hour? Or did you guys
Maybe just hang outside and kind of waited for them to do their
havoc
thing.
on the town.
just wreak havoc? Yeah. You walk out of the store and everyone's screaming, it's on fire, there's spray paint everywhere. Toilet paper passed everywhere, yeah.
They
believe
just
it.
come back to 3 floating ice cream cones.
Yeah. Beautiful.
What do you got there? An ice
Occasion-
cream?
Yeah.
Slowly gets lower and lower.
All right. Well, do you guys head back to Amdrus's house to do all the counting and what you got?
Yes.
Oh yes.
You know what's funny is I
Oh
asked-
wait, fuck!
Yeah.
I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
To ask for incense because I have one more casting.
Incense.
I have quite a bit of incense. I
They
think,
would
actually.
not
Not
have
incense.
incense there.
No. But like in general, I need. Fuck! What do I need for the teleportation circle?
Oh, you need chalk. You need
Chalk.
magically infused chalk.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll just ask. Like, do you know anybody who knows that has like magically infused chalk? I've got this thing I'm trying to do.
You're asking what, like Leitha?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Love that. That's plus 11. 20. Dirty.
Okay. She goes, you can see her, she kind of like hesitates. She goes, well, I know someone that is magically inclined in town. They're new. The lady that owns a bathhouse.
Oh,
Look.
met her last night.
Yes, lovely woman. Keep it down low. Okay? I only know because we're good with Kalisa, and Kalisa let a couple of us know. But I know you, and I'm assuming as much as you're a loudmouth, you're not going to go talking to anybody about people's secrets, so
I only tell my own secrets.
didn't
you
hear
know
it from
that.
me. Well,
He
that's
he
good.
doesn't even tell his own secrets. They're all lies.
I mean, that's true. No one can really tell when you're telling the truth, so that's fair. It's just more for, like, Lady Duststone is
sure when he's
brilliant. That's true. Because Lady Duststone is brilliant woman, but, you know, they
Of
as
course.
people don't want to be wrapped up. They've been running from the war already, so I just, yeah, careful
Right,
with the
yeah, of
attention
course.
brought to them.
I will be very discreet.
Of course.
Quickly, Ataim, we must be on our way if we were to get there in time.
It's still like midday, but sure. Probably doesn't actually open for a couple hours.
You are so
just-
dramatic. And walks.
Like friend. as you guys walk out.
Most people do.
Including me. All right. And you guys kind of step out and see 3 floating, melting ice cream cones. Yeah,
Love it.
making a cannon because that's cute.
Oh, that can't be.
Aren't you inconspicuous?
I like to imagine like Joel's ice cream cone is melting, and you can just see like the outline like on his
Of the
fingers,
hand,
the big club
yeah.
right there.
He doesn't know how to eat it.
I guess it probably wouldn't be melting. It's kind of a, it's kind of a
goes where? Like,
a bit chilly. So I guess
you
it
have
wouldn't.
to
It's not
you
like
have
a hot
to
day.
lick it.
Yeah, Joel, lick it.
Amethyst being the one to tell someone how to do things. That's rich.
Honestly, she would, because she would be like the most innocent of them
That's true.
all. I would
Be like,
never
oh, I
think
get it.
about
I didn't know what ice cream was either for a while. Like, you know.
Yeah. It was only last year that I had my first ice cream.
Fantasy ice cream, Canada.
There we go. I mean, there's a bakery shop right there. You know, they
Yeah.
probably have ice cream.
It's just a frozen dairy treat.
Yeah, you do little chilled grass, and then ice cream. Done.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well.
You're so fucked.
Oh God, what happened? Okay. Again, where are you guys going to do all this stuff? Are you going to Amdrus's
I
house?
need to go to the bath. I'm just trying to go to the bathhouse real fast to get magic chalk. That's all. That's all I
Okay,
need to
yeah.
do. That's like quick.
You go to the bath. So you kind of, is everyone going back to the bathhouse, or is it just Amdrus quickly running?
Yeah, guys, invisible ice cream cones you coming with?
I'm so curious what just cracked everybody. Up.
I sent it. I sent it.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-parter.
Dead. I can't.
No. Okay, I might have to post that in my actual Discord so people know that's what's happening because that's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good. That's so good. Okay. Yes.
Partial credit to Penguin. They sent me the template. It was like, I just keep thinking about Amdrus and that team, and I was like, I could do
I
2
could do one
things in
better.
this.
Amazing.
So good. All right. Yeah, that goes in the. We're gonna have to
That's a save. That's definitely a save.
Yep.
Oh my God. Amazing.
My
Okay.
favorite thing is making a meme and watching everyone's
let this
faces break.
Just break. Yeah.
But the 2 visible boys go to the bathhouse, and Team Invisible can just head up to Amdrus's parents, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
With
meet you there.
everything in hall. Okay. When you guys head off, Amdrus, just to keep with you guys, apologies, but Amdrus and Atim, you guys head to the bathhouse. At this point, I think it's like 2 o'clock or something at this point. So it's still kind of midday. It's probably not like ready, but it would be kind of opening. Like if you knock, that kind of dark-skinned man would kind of open and be like, sorry, we're not quite ready for tonight.
We're not here for the baths per se. And I want to look around and do a perception check.
Sure, make a perception check.
That's an 18.
18. You look around and there's no one really around.
Like I'm in the market for some magic dust.
Drug deal.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Incense.
Magic
Dust.
chalk.
Incense. Or
No,
Magic
chalk.
I
dust.
forgot it was chalk. It was chalk.
You say magic chalk.
Right.
Make a persuasion check.
God, I love these. Come on. Okay, 18. I'm rolling like shit, but thank God for these bonuses.
Yeah. You can see he just kind of goes, I'm sorry, we're not really ones from magic chalk. Why did you...
Listen, word on the grapevine is that if someone were to be looking for some magically infused items, your wife would be the person to go to. I'm just looking to get a little bit of stuff for myself, for a couple of for some spell casting materials, and then I'll be out of your hair. I'd be willing to pay top dollar for them too.
Make one more persuasion check. I feel uncomfortable saying that because I know your fucking scores are stupidly high.
How does 26 sound?
26 is definitely better than 18. If I know math. And you'll see him just kind of go, and you can see kind of like looks. Give me 1 second. And it'll close. You'll hear the door close and lock. And then you guys wait for about a minute or two just in silence, and eventually you'll hear kind of the door unlock and kind of creak open, and you will see again that beautiful, tall, like porcelain skinned woman, hair kind of down this time, kind of brushed and down, and you can see it's very like fine and kind of just like almost lightly flows down her arms, and it's long. Like she had it up, but it's long. And she kind of opens up the door and sees you two, and you see a little like smirk, a questionable smirk on her lips. She just goes, "Good day. May I ask where you heard this from?"
I'm not one to divulge my sources, but I can guarantee you it's not from any of the guard or anybody who would be interested in such a place. Fellow townspeople.
Ah.
People who you can trust. People you can trust who know to trust me.
And you see her kind of like turn, and she whispers something. Both of you guys have very good passives. You would just hear her like, "Well, if she trusts." And you'll hear the other voice kind of just go, "Well, we were kind of on the fence, but if that tips one way, that's fine." And she just goes, "All right, come on in." And she'll like have you guys in, and she'll close the door, and she just goes, "Well, I'm not sure who, but I assume Kalisa, the mayor, is the one that told you. Is that correct?"
No.
Oh. And you see it slight panic. She goes, "Oh, then who was it?"
It was Faithful? Fuck. What was it?
Leifa.
Leifa.
Leifa Tanter.
Lufa.
No.
Lufa the Tainter.
And she goes, "The Tanters. Oh. Well. All right."
I've known them my whole life. They know I'm not here to just. I'm here for a good reason. I won't. Your secret's safe with us.
I appreciate that. I appreciate. I like stopped myself and I was like, I should finish the word because it sounds way more casual than she would be. And she just goes, "Well, you must understand. With everything going on, we've had to do some trickery, and we like to keep that on the low, especially with the town folk or the Feathergale Knights walking about town." But she turns to Atim. She goes, "Not unlike you here. It's simple magics." And you can see her twist that stone necklace that she has, or that pendant that both her and her husband have matching ones. And as she does, you both notice a very familiar dissolve of illusion magic, that wave. And instead of this tall human woman, you see longed ears, thinner eyes, and the very clear features of a high elf.
Oh.
I just want to say in my notes I totally called this.
Just apologies. It is why we
None.
kind of said, she is not high elf, she is half elf, but you can see her elven side very more prominent than the human side, and very high elven. That porcelain skin and that silvery white hair, everything kind of just makes more sense of the effortlessly elegance and beauty that she has. And you can see that the man does something similar, and very similar, the long ears of a full wood elf is shown.
Okay.
our children, Tristan and Lily, they're half-elven, but thankfully, they have a bit more of the human look. Well, I haven't finished their charms, but they've made do so far. So, if you could please keep that quiet.
Your secret's safe with us.
It took me a moment to realize, like, wait, Tristan and Lily, like,
Yes. Yeah, the innkeeper and the stableman. The two very gorgeous, definitely, whole new family came in town, and she just goes, we were fleeing Rosefall, and well, the war kind of pushed up and we found our way out, found her safe here, and with a bit of magic and help of the lovely Kalisa, I'm happy to hear that she was elected mayor but a month before we showed up. She has been a great help, and I've heard that you may have tipped the scales there. So again, we have your thanks. But that is not why you're here. I apologize. You needed magical chalk for a teleportation circle, yes?
Please, if you don't mind.
Yes, I have some. I don't have much. They're kind of hard to make, especially with limited connections as we are here. So, how much are you looking for?
Whatever you're willing to spare. I don't want to put you out. Whatever you can afford to give without ruining yourself.
I could probably give you 2 uses, at least. Maybe 3 if you really need it.
I'll take 3 if you be so kind. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you 225 gold for 3 uses.
And a 5-star Yelp review.
She goes,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that would help greatly to be able to find people to get more materials to make it faster. Yes, if you're
Perfect.
quite okay with that.
Done and done. And I will just like baggy, like reach in, like that should there.
Brilliant. Give me one moment. And you can see she kind of saunters off, and you can see that. Oh God, I even forget their names. Hold on. Where are we? Hal, which is the husband, the wood elf, and Elle, which is the half elf. Hal just kind of nods and he goes, and he kind of reactivates that kind of charm. And he says, "Well, I guess proper introductions could be of had. My name is Galdahir. Is my true name, my elvish name.
What was that?
Galdahir.
Yeah, Galdahir.
Oh, Galdahar? I thought it was Galdahir.
Galdahir, sorry, yeah. He goes, I just go by Hal because it's a bit easier. More human sounding. My wife is Elwyn, or El for short. I appreciate it. You guys were a lovely company last night as well.
Thank you. I appreciate what you do here.
I've
It's
been
very relaxed.
I'm glad to hear that my my herbal remedy, if you will, works quite well. I noticed the kind of natural magics coming from that dragonborn and the human man that's with you. It's lovely to see such adventurers using the druidic magic.
Yes, our dragon friend is very connected to the natural magic.
I noticed. I could sense it as soon as she walked in, and then you with your look. I apologize for staring. I just was off put by someone. So
Take it, and I welcome it. Really.
Okay. Well, and like a moment later, you can hear the kind of the ticks of her like high heels kind of walking, and she will hand you a small satchel or a leather pouch of what would be 3 uses worth of. How much did you give her? Because it's 50 gold each.
I gave her 75 gold for every use, so 225 total.
225. She did throw in another one. She goes,
Oh,
that will be all of mine. But we're not really teleporting anymore, so it's fine. But I appreciate it for the gold. This will cover enough to send somebody to get materials, hopefully, in Kaiman or wherever we need. So I'm sure it will be fine. But thank you again. I do not want to stress it too much, but we are risking quite a lot having this open with some people. So I thank you for keeping it quiet.
of course, like I said, your secret's safe with us.
Mhm.
But we really must be on our way. We have quite a journey ahead of us, even with the teleportation circle.
Of course.
But
Good luck.
thank you for everything. Oh, sorry.
Before we go, you mentioned Rosefall.
Yes.
How is the forest these days?
Well, as we left a few months ago, there had been more and more attacks. In fact, there was quite a large battle not far from the walls of Rosefall, maybe 3 months back, 3.5. And from there, we got a bit more worried, and more of the brigade soldiers came and kind of took over, and well, more and more battles were happening, so we found a way to quickly out. There was a point where some of the Feathergale soldiers had done a night raid and got slipped past much, and in the kind of chaos, it gave us our chance to, well, invisibly run away.
I see.
I know that, I do not know if you know much, but there was one addressed as the Abbot that had visited quite often there.
Abbott?
The Abbot of Stone, I think is the name that they had gave her. She seemed to be one of the commanders. Last we know, she was in Rosefall for about a week before we left. I do not know beyond that. Again, it was about 2 months ago. Maybe a month and a half. So,
Interesting.
yes.
Well, thank you for the information. One more question. It
Of
might
course.
be quite obscure.
Yes, of course.
When I was younger, I used to play in those forests.
Oh.
There was a young boy whose mother was quite at an impasse with his birth. Might you know of anything about that story, or what have happened to that child? Or to her, in fact.
Thanks. She goes, And you can see, actually, both of you make insight checks.
Ooh, natural 20. 26.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
7.
Beautiful. Atim, you catch this, you're paying clear attention. And she kind of thinks, and then her eyes almost kind of go hazy, and then she shakes her head, and she goes, I believe I remember a few, but I don't know specifically. Do you have a name?
Leorna was her name.
I believe I remember a woman by that name. Yes. As far as I was aware, she was still there when we left. But we were never that close. And she kind of looks at you and goes, why?
I used to play with the young boy, but one day they sort of was no longer there.
Oh.
And
Right.
then I hadn't really returned because things started to spark.
All I remember is her having a young girl. That's all I remember. I don't remember a son, but we were never really that close. So
There's probably the slightest of a twitch
mhm.
in Ataib's demeanor for a moment, like a wave of like questioning and like confusion before he quickly tries to compose himself again.
That's a 24 on Inside DM.
Feel like Amdrus, you get it. You got it. You saw it immediately. This is what like clued you in. You were kind of toning out to the conversation.
A daughter.
Yes, very young. Again, I haven't seen them in a while. It's a big enough town. We weren't really close. As far as I remember, she had a daughter, and she kind of turns to her husband, and he goes, "Yes, I believe. Oh God, what was her name? Was it Andy? Something. It was a half-elf woman, a girl."
Well, I haven't been there in years, but with the war and everything going on, and then a venturing called to my name, so it's been quite some time since I've been over there. I hope they're doing well.
Well, hopefully. I mean, she's still, as far as I'm aware, alive and well. Hopefully, in the last 2 months, nothing has changed. As far as I'm aware, most of the bulk of stuff started going to Starhold, but there was quite a bit, at least when we left at the time.
All right. Well, thank you for the
Of course.
information. Shall not keep you or my friend here. Must be off.
Of course. And you'll see Elwyn kind of do it like a deep, kind of very elegant kind of curtsy, and she goes, "If there is any other magical needs you might need, or enchantments, I do kind of run that on the side, just to let you know."
Noted. We appreciate you sharing that with us.
Of course. Hope to see you soon, and stay safe with everything going on.
We will do our best.
Good
Good day.
All right. Do you speak Elvish, Atim?
Yes.
Okay. She would say like a very like formal kind of goodbye and farewell in Elvish as you guys were walking out. Whatever that would be in kind of Elvish. Amdrus, do you speak Elvish? Otherwise you would not
Nope.
understand what she said. Something
Nope, I do
was
not.
she just said it in a very like elegant unknown language. Up to you if you
Oh, that
think you would
sounded
like
lovely.
yeah, up to you if you like know it's Elvish. You just don't understand it. I'll leave that to what you think Amdrus would know, but
I would say, out of respect, Ataib would turn around and try to like repeat it back, but the way in which he speaks it might be sort of
unpracticed.
unpracticed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And she'll just kind of smile and let you guys leave. All right. Well, Jesus Christ, that was
Back to our
What's
place.
all right. 3 invisible bitches. I need 2 rolls from you. First of all, I need perception checks. Second of all, more stealth checks, please.
Got a 10 on perception.
Okay.
And stealth with advantage?
Yes. You still have advantage because you're still invisible.
That wasn't very good.
All right.
I got
I got a
12.
12.
9 for perception, but natural 20 for 23 for stealth.
Oh shit. Okay. And Joel, what'd you get for the 2? Oh, you're muted.
11 perception and 7 stealth.
So we
Yeah, we
got
suck.
9, 11, and what did you get for perception there, Amethyst?
Perception was a 10.
A 10, and then your stealth was the
12.
The 12, right? Okay. Well, I will say the natural 20 fucking helps y'all. As you guys are heading off and you're beginning to kind of walk around and up the hill and the trail to Amdrus's place. Amethyst, you're the only one that notices it when you kind of turn back to see if you notice Amdrus and Atim, and you see two familiar armored guards that kind of, you guys went this way and they went this way, and you can see you just missed them. But because of the natural 20, they did not notice any footsteps in the dust, didn't hear anything, just missed them.
Thank you.
Sorry, they're not going the way we are.
No, they seem
anymore.
so.
Okay.
Essentially, like on the map, you guys are, like you guys went like this way. And you're
Yeah.
heading up. They went around this way, and they just started to turn this way.
Okay. Cool.
While you guys went.
I
up.
was ready to throw a Joe.
Yeah,
into
you guys
my
were going
lamp.
up the hill, and you look back, and it's still within like, I mean, your invisibility is going to disappear soon, but it
Yeah.
was long enough that they completely, like, you look back and they passed where you just passed, like you just missed each other and you didn't see them coming around the corner when you turned as well. It was just when you looked back. There's this kind of like, oh my, like jump scare moment.
Yeah.
And you can feel you have a couple minutes left, and you guys, if you want, kind of pick up your pace until it disappears, or the spell ends.
Yeah,
see
I'd
what-
probably
yeah.
give a heads up that we only have a couple more minutes left.
All right, and Amdrus and Atim head there as well. In that time, Zephyr, Joel, Amethyst, is there anything you guys are doing or want to do while they're...
I would
Catching
just
up?
like to do, I guess, like, oh god, I forgot the word for it. I want to check out the ring that I got.
Oh, right. Make a jeweler's check. So that's going to be D20 plus, so it would be intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay, so my intelligence is +1, my proficiency is +4, so +5.
Yeah, so a +5, yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool.
We can always like make a custom check for you to make it easier.
1924.
Oh, beautiful. I should have pulled this up. Hold on. I have so many books today. I was like beginning to pull it up and then I put it away like an idiot. Treasure. This was the pearl, correct?
Yeah.
Was that the correct? Yeah. You get that this is a beautiful pearl. Sorry, burping. That would be worth about, like, the pearl itself, probably around 100 gold.
Nice.
With the ring though, it's probably closer to like 150. It's a very nice ring. If you cleaned it up, it's a little tarnished,
Yeah.
but yeah, you'd have to clean it up.
Cool.
Anything else? Joel, you wanted to
Nothing.
open up the box?
Oh yeah, I guess I do want to open up the box.
How are you opening up this box?
How is it closed?
So it was kind of locked with like an internal like little, or no, I guess it wouldn't be a lock. It would be like a little yeah, no, it would be like an internal lock, like as if like a little like lockbox you put in a key and lock it, but there's no key.
Does it seem like something that could be like broken open pretty easily? Like if I
Yes, but you know when you shook it, you heard like something like crystals or gems crinkling, so you wouldn't want to break something. It sounds fragile inside of it.
What about like sticking a knife or something in it and popping it open?
You can certainly try. Make a dexterity check. I almost want to give you disadvantage, but
So,
And
question.
yeah.
You're good. Sorry. Hal was Wood Elf and
Hal
Elle
was Wood Elf and Elle
she
was
half elf.
half elf, but you can see that she's like essentially a moon elf. is the side of it. So the high elf.
I thought you said how is Wood
Oh, I
Elf,
see.
and I thought Aurora just like responded like how is Wood Elf, and I was like, am I having a stroke?
We're like having a
How?
quality
How,
conversation.
how is Wood Elf? How is Wood Elf?
Why is Wood Elf?
Why is Gamora? Yeah. Joel, as you're like trying to use a knife, it is not working. This knife is too big. You're just kind of scratching up the lock. It is not working. I'll make a roll. Make a perception check actually. I forget what your passive. Oh, it's 14.
10.
Okay. Oh yeah, you still have -2 on things, right?
-2.
Forgot. Well, I realize I have your passive here, so I'll go by your passive as you're focused on this. I will say, as you're trying to do this, you notice a young Petunia kind of like creeping up and watching. She goes, "What you got there?"
Box I can't get into.
Oh.
I bought it from the crazy dude.
Finran? Oh, he finds the weirdest shit. Stuff. And like turns and you can just see like mom's like talking and goes, "Don't tell her I said
It's
that."
alright, you're forgiven.
And she looks again, she goes, "Do you want to open?"
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay. Come with me. She like scurries up. And do you follow her?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay. You can see she kind of brings you into a room, and like Zephyr had seen, you can see it is loaded with books. It's not that neat, but books are stacked kind of everywhere. All kinds of books, from like storybooks to history books to like real technical shit. And you can see like there's a little like, looks like she's like building some kind of telescope like thing in the corner of the room, but is just trying to figure out how to work with like an open book about telescopes and like how glass works and shit. Like she's trying to learn. And she just kind of like goes into her closet and like rummage around and like throws a few clothes out and then pulls out a couple lock picks, and she goes, "I've wanted to practice for a while. Can I?"
Absolutely.
Yes. And she like sits down. And she kind of like looks and she pulls like a book from the middle of like a stack, and half of them fall over, and she just kind of leaves it. And she opens up and flips it, and it's like a dummy's guide to like lock picking and thievery basically. And she goes, "Okay, I'm gonna try this," and she gets all excited.
My first thievery set.
Yeah, literally.
How's
Little
the priest? The priest is helping corrupt your sister.
I mean, she was kind
I'm
of
not there. I don't know what's happening. Huh?
And you can see she kind of like seems to struggle a little bit. She kind of tries to work it. And then eventually you just hear like click. She goes, "Oh, I think I got it." And she kind of has to tug it a bit. It's like not quite, but it's like almost unlocked. And she just kind of pries it open. She goes, "Good enough." And as she does, you can see little pieces, because it's a bit forceful, but little pieces of what looks like crystal or something go scattering about. And she kind of goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't break it." And she hands it to you, and you see what looks like was 2 vials, but one is shattered, and that's probably the clanking you had heard, like crystal vials. And one of them has this like, hold on. Let me pull up my notes before I say the wrong fucking thing.
Oh, I was so ready for Joel to get cursed again by opening up this box.
No, you see this like red, like not like a bright red, but like a just like kind of a almost like a dull red color. No, it wouldn't even be dull. Just like a red, plain old red. Nothing like too vibrant or dull about it, I guess. She goes, "Was it important? I hope I didn't break it. Sorry."
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. That's good. Thanks for letting me try.
Yeah, thanks for your help. You're amazing. You know that.
Thanks. Make sure to tell Amdrus that. And she like goes to put everything back and hides it again. You can see that she's like hid it so her parents won't find it. She like hides the book with it. Anything else you need me to open up or do?
I think so. Thank you very much for your help.
Okay. Well, if you do, I would like to try again. I need more practice.
I want to ask her.
Yeah.
Are you good at fixing things, or like tinkling?
I like
Rings?
to fix and tinker things. Good is up in the air. I can take things apart really well. Why?
Well, I think it's already taken apart, and I like want to bring out the like broken music box.
Oh.
Your brother got this for me for some reason.
Oh.
It's broken.
Well,
So,
he has
I didn't know if you could
terrible
fix
taste
it.
in
I d-
gifts.
Yeah, he kind of does.
I can try. I don't know how long it would take me. I might have to open it up.
I kind of already broke it once, so you probably will be better.
Perfect. So it doesn't matter if I break it more. Great. I will
Exactly.
work on this.
Have fun.
Do you need it right away?
Nope.
Cool.
If you get it to work, then it can be yours.
Aw. All right. I have an idea. And she goes and like puts it on top of her like bedside table with like a bunch of other probably side projects she's thought of and doing and stopped.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
can I cast guidance on her? I don't know if that's gonna help.
Sure. You
Here,
fully-
and I'm gonna
fully
like,
can.
I'm gonna just like try something like, cause it's a new spell, and it's just like here. I think I can do something that might help you, and
Ooh.
I want to cast guidance, and I want it to be like this warm, comforting feeling, not necessarily so much of a glow as it is more of a feeling.
Okay. She kind of goes, ooh, I feel the inspiration. Hold on. And you can see her kind of like start to look at it. But I rolled really badly.
It's okay.
Amdrus like feels an itch out of nowhere. He's like, who else is inspiring people? What?
Yeah. I rolled a 6,
Don't
but
tell
a
your brother I learned
3.
it from him.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, but a 3 on the guidance. Brought it to an 8, plus her intelligence, which she's pretty fucking smart. She's looking, she goes, oh, okay, I might need a little bit, but I think I know what's wrong. And you can see that she's kind of like pried open like a bottom part and like looking at like some of the gears and kind of stuff. She goes, I think something's broken and I might need some grease, but I think I might have an idea how to fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did,
Have
but
fun with it.
I like it. Thank you. You're the best. You're
I
my
wanna pat her on the
favorite.
head.
She just kind of smiles toothy and big at you. She goes, you're my favorite of Amdrus's friends.
Oh, I want to give her a hug.
Okay, she will fully what?
So that Taim takes another hit.
Yeah, just as you're walking, just collapses like.
Here. I'm a fire ferret. I'm nice to you. I'm just sitting here. Cool.
Okay, but I'm sorry, Joel, but she's a dragon, and that's kind of cooler.
It's kind of right.
As soon as she says that, I'm gonna pop my wings out in the room.
Oh my god.
And she just drops. She goes, when could you do? Well, you should have started with that.
I
And
feel
she
like
looks-
I'm gonna feel like a stab in my chest now.
She goes, wow, Amdrus has a friend as an angel and a dragon. His friends are
I like-
cooler than him. That's great.
I like how
Children
we're
are
just
fickle.
we're all just trying to impress my fake fantasy like 10-year-old sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just pop in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have rock fingers.
And that's cool. I noticed that. It's weird, but I like it.
Just tell your brother I'm cooler than him.
Y'all just gonna try
Oh,
to do some wild
to be
shit
honest,
tell
it's
my
a low
sister
bar.
later.
I'm just gonna walk in and just turn into air. No, just
Just start a storm inside.
just
like,
hi. Thank you.
This
No,
is the whole
This is the new.
this is the new campaign. I'm
Yeah.
gonna impress my sister more. We're all going on wild adventures.
everyone roll a
yeah.
charisma check.
Petunia's next top friend.
Beautiful.
I was gonna say I also want to bring out like Zindig if like everybody else is showing off their thing.
There we go.
Don't forget about her.
Hey.
Yeah.
No.
No, she absolutely loves you guys. And the wings, She just went like,
19.
oh, "This is so cool, amazing." Well, I
Just
said check, not save.
Just
Oh,
Petunia
dang it.
in a roof.
But it's plus
hallway.
nothing, so I don't
You're
think it
like,
matters.
nope.
It
Like,
doesn't change. Yeah, it doesn't.
I got a 14.
I let her see the voices inside my.
I think that would make
Oh
it
my
worse.
I
You're
know.
like,
Never,
Stay away.
Never sleeps again.
Yeah.
You have the
Never
genie
sleep.
bottle. You could take her in with you.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
I
take your
could.
genie bottle
That's true.
Oh.
Show your
or
crib.
your apartment.
MTV
Oh,
cribs.
man. Okay, if it weren't for the fact that we have to go rescue some people today, because
This is true.
that
We're,
is
like,
also
delaying
something that Amethyst
Yeah,
is
my-
like getting really antsy
Mhm.
about.
Yeah.
She would, but
Alright.
she'll just tell her like, and next time we come back, I'll
I'm
make sure that I'll bring you into my little bottle. That sounded bad.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I just tap on my terrarium.
Show you my house.
It's like
Okay.
a little tiny
Kidnap you.
portable house.
I know my mom really you made really cool crystal tables out of nowhere. So I mean, you're pretty cool too. And she like pats you on like your arm, like reaches up. She's a halfling, so she's tiny.
That's fair. I was gonna say like I don't think I'm that tall, but yeah, no,
But she's a halfling, so.
Yeah,
yeah. I bent down.
enough. Amethyst.
she pats you on the
Amethyst,
head. All right. Well,
All right, new one-shot idea. Petunia's next top friend.
amazing. Amdrus and Ateem, you guys get there. You find kind of a rowdy house of children, and Elazar is trying to calm them.
Right.
While Hara and Liliana are having girl talk and just having like coffee and chatting on the table while Elazar is trying to deal with the 5 kids. And Petunia and Zephyr, Joel, and Amethyst all come down from downstairs or from upstairs. Go, Amdrus, your friends are way cooler than you. Just saying. She like skips off, and you can just see Joel's wings are like just disappearing.
As I walk by Amdrus, I'm just gonna go.
I have no idea what just happened here. I'm so confused.
And she will like look at you, Ateem, and she goes, including you.
Thank you.
That felt like a pity. I'd say.
You're my favorite child.
I know.
I can hit a short rest, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
That would have been probably long enough.
DM, I would like to not very quickly, but like I would like to ritual cast. I'm like, all right, everybody, bring your.
Oh, we
Fenrir
starting
shit.
that right now?
Yeah.
Hold.
I was just gonna.
Okay.
Everybody, bring your Fenrir shit in. I've got to start, and I will start with the bracers.
Okay.
I gave mine to your sister. Do you
Yeah,
need that?
I'm gonna
No,
fix it.
That's that. You know, thank you for giving her a job. Lord knows she has too much time in this. Never mind.
I already checked out my stuff. I think mine's just a ring. So I think I got
mean-
nothing magical out of it, right?
Oh,
Like nothing pinged.
I'll just.
I mean, you
lay
don't
down
know
one
unless
finger-
you did like a
lay down-
detect magic. You wouldn't know.
I think she-
You just got the value.
All
of it.
right, I'll throw it in.
Right. If you want your shit identified, hand it here.
I will say, I'm pretty sure you can cast it at will
Mhm.
for your detect magic. There, Amethyst.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have
Um,
it. So you could just cast it and just see if it even is magical.
It wasn't like rolling up. Where? Oh yeah. Okay, I'll just cast detect magic. But I was like, it wasn't scrolling up, and it was just like froze that phantasmal killer.
Not the spell. It does not. It is not magical. It's just a fancy
Cool.
ring.
Cool.
Amethyst, will you let me know which one of these things is magical so we can just get them all in a pile and I can start working?
You would notice the vial that Joel was in the lockbox does glow magic.
Okay, I will put that in the middle. Anything else that glows, that pings?
Yeah, you had the other box with a bunch of potions that all glow. There's the bracers that glow, the case that glows, and the book that glows. But you guys kind of
Okay.
already
The book.
knew those, I believe.
And I have that like historical tomb that glows
Yeah,
as well, right?
that's the book,
magical.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I want to start with my bracers. And
Okay.
then we'll just work down the list from there.
For your bracers, there's one more roll I need you to make.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to make a d6. A roll of a d6.
Okay.
It's
I'm
going
gonna
to
make
determine which kind of braces there are.
I'm gonna make this on D20. Don't fuck me, D20. Or not D20. I mean
It's like
D&D
D20.
Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Fuck it.
It was
Anyway.
D20.
It's just the kind. It's just the kind.
3.
But while this is
3.
happening, I'm gonna hand Amethyst the gems that were attached to the statue and the rough cut stones, and be like, "Hi, can you hey, can you?"
I
can you
immediately
appraise
sit like crisscross applesauce
Beautiful.
and just I will start.
It's me and Amethyst sitting across from each other, being like, "Hold on, I can figure."
It
Darling,
puts
it's
on
what-
these like giant ass
fine.
like glasses. Same kind of roll as last time.
Yeah.
I hope it. 3 is
Which one
good.
are you doing?
Oh,
But we have the
Me?
blue. There's the blue stone, well cut. That,
Okay,
that was attached to the statue.
that is a 17. Yes.
Okay. So as that's going on, Amdrus, as you cast Identify on the bracers, and all the information comes to you, these are bracers of missile snaring. They work as essentially gloves of missile snaring.
Okay.
And you can see that they have these kind of, it's like this leather brace. They kind of need to be probably cleaned up a bit, but you can see that it kind of connects to like a couple of the fingers and kind of reinforce some of your like kind of hand. It's not a full gauntlet, but it's more bracers that kind of connect to the hand. And they work as gloves of missile snaring. I will say the other one cooler, but not as useful. Just gonna put that out there.
Okay.
It was a homebrew thing that I loved, and I was like, but this isn't that useful, but it's really fun. And just to give you the name of it, they are called the Bracers of the Gecko.
Oh yes,
I'm gonna say.
they are fun.
And
What the fuck is that?
it's a homebrew item, and I love it. I was
You
like,
get
this
5% off of your
Yeah.
car insurance.
Yes.
I'm going to hang up.
Can you imagine? So yeah.
I saw those in there earlier.
And I believe those gloves are unattuned. Anyone can wear them. As a reaction, you can catch like a bolt or an arrow and reduce the damage and potentially like catch it out of the air, like a monk.
Yeah.
Um,
you get that monk ability, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Cool. There was also another one there. That's why there was a D6. It was another one that you could have gone to, but again, less useful but still cool. Anyways, for Amethyst, you got a 17,
Yeah.
and this is on the statue.
It's
With
the gem that was in the statue.
Yes.
Or unless it's
well, it would be
connected.
kind of the whole thing. I will.
Okay.
I'll give
yeah.
it to you. To your dismay, if you will, it is not a diamond. It is a
Well, it's a
blue
blue
sapphire. Sapphire.
Yes.
Well, there's blue diamonds. Thank you.
Yes.
And this kind of ivory. Oh shit! Where's the ivory? Ivory statue. Bum bum bum. It's here. Oh shit! I think you rolled much. Oh, you did roll. The gem itself, if you could get it out, it's a very fine cut. It's probably worth like 500 or more. Maybe upward to like 1,000 gold pieces, you think, if you could get it out nicely. As long as it's not damaged on the bottom side, it could go up to like 1,000. Like, it's finely cut, and it's well kept too because it's a statue. It hasn't been banged into things. The statue itself also still decently kept. It could be worth by itself 200, 300 gold for the right buyer. It's very nice, made of ivory.
Nice.
Were
Were there any other gemstones that we got?
Yeah, there was a bag I gave you as well of just.
it?
There was a
Oh, shit.
there was a small pouch of rough cut stones.
Yes.
Do you want me to do another roll?
Yes. Anything else you want to identify, Amdrus?
Yeah, all of those potions.
All of it. I said everything. I want.
okay.
I want all of it.
So each potion you have to do individually. Just letting you know.
That's fine.
Okay. Which potion are you doing first?
We'll
The one
start
we
with
just got.
Yeah,
The one
the
you
one
just got?
the one by itself.
So you cast it, and at first you begin to go, oh, this is a potion of healing, because you start to get the magic from it and everything, and then you realize it is meant to look like a potion of healing. It is a potion of poisoning.
Oh.
That when it is supposed to look like a potion of healing. When you drink it, it poisons you instead, and you take damage. So there's that.
Cool.
Gemstones. What'd you get?
7.
7. Okay. It will take you a while. Probably the rest of the time for him to take for all of the potions to do these. You notice that there are... Shit. I forgot to look up which ones you had rolled ahead of time, and I forgot. As far as I remember, there were, I think, 2 jet stones worth, you don't know, 50, 100, who knows? You're not really certain. Somewhere in that price range. And then I believe... I'm trying to think of what the other stone was, because there was 2 stones that you got. There was I think 3 or 2 jet and 3, I think it was jade stones. All probably worth about the same range. But it's hard to pinpoint it exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of dinged and whatnot, and they're not very nicely cut. But some people that are looking for that might, worth up to 100, maybe more.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the potions, Amdrus. So, we have the dark red one that changes colors. That that he said was a potion of greater healing or something. It is not. But it is... Let me pull up my potions now.
Let me just get this very long list of all the potions in the game.
Don't
worry, hang on.
So the dark one that changes to its yellows and oranges as well is a potion of fire breath.
Fun.
Yeah. Which means
a lavender one.
Yes, the lavender one I believe is a potion. Oh, hold on. Which one's the lavender one? What the heck? Oh, I think I know what I did. That's what I did. So the lavender is a potion of heroism. Okay. So you drink it, you get 10 temporary hit points, and you are under the effects of a bless spell for 1 hour. What was the other ones? There was 2 reds.
2 reds.
They are potions of greater healing. One's a potion greater healing. One is a potion of regular healing.
A yellow.
A yellow one. The yellow. Sorry. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Oh, yellow. Here you go. Is a potion of speed. So you can drink it for 1 minute. You're under the effects of a haste spell.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a very rare one.
A bunch of good potions.
What's the other ones? Yeah.
And there was one that you said was orange and red.
That was the fire breath.
That was the fire one.
So then we need the lavender one.
Then I wrote it twice. Yeah, the lavender
one.
So
I believe there was a blue one too, right?
Yeah, a blue one, yeah.
That was the other one? That's the last one, right? The blue one, you have seen once before. It is a potion of mana.
Okay.
Perfect.
God, I hope nobody tries to drink it. With full spell
which
slots.
I will say
that would be awful.
Yeah, well, I will say, Amdrus, as you are getting that information, the one that you had found before in the necromancer's place was his own concoction of it, and is not as potent or it is more potent than the last ones. Last one, it gave you a single potion or a single first level healing. This one, if you look it up, it should be there. And you would know that that's very like guarded. At least Atim would for sure know that it's very guarded by like Eldar and like high mage society, that this is a new thing that they're doing that can help revitalize the kind of magic. So it seems very odd to find a refined, like officially made one in a random box in a hoarder's place.
This isn't generic. We got the name brand stuff right here.
What was it?
Potion of mana.
Oh.
And then the other last two things we need to identify from the list are Amdrus got a scroll, an evocation scroll of some sort.
Oh, that was a scroll case.
Yes.
Do you open the scroll case or do you identify the scroll case? What do you do? Because the scroll case gave evocation magic.
I guess I would identify the scroll case if that's
Okay.
where I got the.
Yeah, so it is a magically sealed that, without saying the command word, if you open it, a fireball goes off. And that's where the evocation comes from. But now you know the word and you can say it. It's kind of a specifically made for, it's like a magically sealed, like no air or water can get in or anything. And it opens up, and I can't find my list of.
The secret word is
thing.
Aktung.
There you go.
I don't know.
And I don't think I wrote down the spells, so I might have to check.
can
But there
DM
are
me
two.
later.
Yeah, there are two spell scrolls. I believe one is of a second level spell, and one is a first level, if I remember correctly.
Ah.
Or maybe it's a second and a third. Yeah, I think it's a second and a third level spell slot. I don't think I wrote it down. I think I figured it out and then forgot.
It's okay. We can
my bad.
cover it later.
Yeah. And then, is there any? There's also the earrings that I see listed. Do you want to?
Or were those magical? Did
Those were
go
not
on?
magical.
Then-
But I didn't know if you wanted Amethyst to.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
I
checking
can
do
if
that.
magical.
Sure.
I mean, I can see if I do that quickly.
Yeah.
Bop, 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 bop. Come on. 9.
9. Okay. I messed this up, and this is what I just remembered. The earrings were the jet stone. They're together. They're worth about 100 gold. You probably would think they're nice. They're like antique looking. The pouch, I believe, were the jade. And then I think it was amethyst. I think is the other one. There was 3 jade and 2 amethyst. I think is what it was.
I pocket an amethyst.
Okay. What else was there? Oh, the magical book.
Yes.
You can identify that. And it's another thing that I forgot to write down the spells that actually were in it. I believe this is the one that had 2 spells. It was a first and a second level spell that's kind of written within it. I will get that back to you. I'm sure I wrote them down in some stupid spot when I was writing.
Good to know.
No worries.
And I think that is all of it. That was a lot.
Yep.
Oh, there was the crown. You want to... It's not magical if you want to
the
price it.
bronze.
Amethyst.
Your cursed crown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
My
your
cur-
cursed
oh,
crown.
yeah!
My-
the crown!
Yeah.
My crown, my cursed crown.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Right, because it's the one you almost got a silk robe with gold embroidery,
God.
or a
fucking
silver
damn it.
necklace with a diamond pendant. It was the 2 that you were in between.
It's another 9.
Okay. It's tarnished. You think with a cleaning up, it could be for the right person? Maybe like 200? If someone is like looking for, like, it's nicely made, but it's made of bronze. So it's not too fancy. And if you cleaned it up, 200, 250, 300 maybe for the right price. That's what you get.
Okay.
I think that was it. That was a lot. It was a lot of random things. Nothing super useful, but also some things very useful. So, unfortunately, you guys did not roll any diamonds. There was 2, I think, that were super close to rolling a diamond, and I think the blue sapphire was almost a diamond, and then the bronze was almost a diamond. Bronze crown was almost a diamond. So sorry.
Darn.
Well-
it's okay. So as far as Ataim's concerned, I was gonna
Yes.
say while all of this was happening.
Yeah.
Ataim's gonna be briefly running around.
Mhm.
He's gonna run to the kitchen
Mhm.
and just grab a couple of fresh herbs.
Okay, yeah, it totally would.
Yep. Grab a couple of fresh herbs, and then he's gonna go.
Oh, I should probably.
To the, I don't know, outside to the back of the house.
Okay.
Sure. We'll say that.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
See if you nail one of these kids in the face with your knee.
No.
19.
19. As you kind of like look around, you can see there's like kind of the patches of trees that are kind of about.
Mhm.
Are you trying to summon a familiar?
Yes.
You find where Joel summoned his, and it's kind of already done out. So it's not too much. You kind of have to fix some of the runes because it's more arcane versus divine. But you can kind of see the little like smoldering. I guess it wouldn't be smoldering anymore, but like where all the charcoal and everything was burned in a little like hole
Perfect.
in the ground. And
Perfect.
yeah,
So yeah, he'll go and he'll take like however much charcoal he needs,
Mhm.
and then he'll lay it about in some
All
intricate pattern, and he's gonna like
spend the hour.
yeah, he's gonna spend the hour. He'll like crush the herbs and like use his like gusts of wind to sort of like allay them out. And,
Yeah.
he will begin summoning.
And I will say, as you're casting it, and as you start to use gust, there's almost like a stronger wind that kind of falls through the wind and kind of boosts that and like kind of spins the fire and sparks it faster as the arcane runes begin to light. And in the fire kind of twirling, it begins to kind of turn into like smoke and go out. And then the smoke forms into a small cloud, right?
Yes.
Little nimbus,
Little nimbus.
which is, I think, first time coming or second. I don't remember if you actually
Second.
summoned him before. Did you?
Second. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
he's-
did.
yeah,
We summoned him the first time when we were
Right before Gar, right?
right before
Yeah.
Gar, when we found
And
the
then-
boat and everything.
Right. And I believe he got kaput immediately,
Yes.
right? By the by the pressure cutter spell.
No,
Yeah.
he was there, but when we went to the Fey realm during change,
Oh, right.
everything disappeared.
Right.
And so we were like, oh, we have to. I'll have to summon him back again at some point.
That is true. And yeah, this little air elemental kind of dances around you, and you can feel that almost like chill, but it's a comforting chill through the wind of a little help from your little patron. And you almost feel that like connection, like you haven't really felt, especially in the last like little bit, a connection to your patron being in the other world and not really fighting or anything, and you kind of, it almost like revitalized that connection.
Yeah.
You feel more connected. And yeah,
Just like a nice moment where he just like breathes out,
Mhm.
just like
you have an hour
a
to
new
yourself.
comfort and like new power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, it's a bit late, but we will grab our break. Sorry, I probably should have done that on. Oh my god, my wine rate is still. I forgot to turn that off. Thank you, Rogue. I don't think I have. I do have some more wine. I'll grab some wine for you. All right, we will hit our break and we will be back shortly. Give us like 10 minutes or so. And I'm gonna eat and grab some wine then. Bye.
Bye. Do you need
I
that DP,
love
Celeste? That's
DP.
what you need.
I need that DP.
Okay.
I don't blame you. Everybody needs a DP every now and then.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm talking about
Anywho.
how I'm talking about how Graham was gonna get me a I Heart DP sweater from Donut Party.
Right, yes, Donut Party DP. That's what you're talking about. Anyways.
It was actually.
I
It
know.
was.
I know. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. If you missed the first majority, our wonderful
You
group.
didn't miss a whole lot,
You
really.
didn't miss a whole lot.
Oh my God.
They did more shopping. They found out the secret that they totally thought the new family in town were racist. Little did they know they're hiding their race, and that's why.
I just want to say I had guessed it. I just wasn't there, so I'm very upset.
That's very true. I just flash back to Joel's notes of these bitches were racist at team. Like, whoa.
See?
Not at all.
Elves?
There we go. There was
Well, wait a
plenty of
They were
hints.
slightly. It felt like we got a racist vibe.
Well,
No, I don't know.
they were
didn't.
being sketchy. That's for sure. But there was a reason. And that's the reason. Anyways, they discovered all this stuff that they had found in Fenrit's little hoard of a place. None of it really that good, but some of it very good. Got magic bracers, got a bunch of potions, you know, whole thing. With that, we're jumping back in as you guys have had this kind of extra hour or two at home, rowdy with the kids, kind of doing all these magical items. Of course, yes, like Rogue said, there was the important competition over winning Amdrus's little sister's love and friendship.
Yep.
I will say before I take my long rest, I will cast oh
Short rest.
god, that creation spell and make another table. If Amdrus's mom
Okay.
so wishes.
Are we staying here for another day?
No, but I mean if I'm gonna
Have a short
I'm
rest
taking a long
anyways.
rest or short rest anyway,
Oh, I
sorry.
see.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
They last for like 12 hours or something like that, right?
For a short
Yeah.
rest.
And I mean
forgot
if
you were
everyone
short
else is
rest.
staying here,
Yes.
I might as well give them a bigger table to eat at.
Okay. Doing another table.
Yes,
Cool.
yes. I forgot short
Um,
rest, not long.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that, you guys can hit short rest if you haven't already and regain anything that you may have used. Joel. Though I think that's a long rest, not a short
That's
rest.
a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your wings are out for the rest of the day. I love that. And I ask the great Ditherers of Dismay, what are you guys doing?
I think we're gonna dither a little bit longer.
I think we're vamoosing straight
Yeah.
to River
River Pass?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Kind of heading out, kind of probably to the back of the house. I
Well,
assume.
no,
You're
we
not
were gonna take the horses
Oh,
out. That was the plan,
So-
was to go grab horses and then
right, and the cart can't
walk.
come through.
And the cart
No.
can't come through. That's what it
because
was,
apparently
yeah.
I got a DM with rules. Whatever, it's fine.
Hey, I allow a lot of things. I'll limit you guys a little bit longer. Thank you.
But not missile ferrets.
Not missile ferrets, magic ferrets, magic missile ferret.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, you go and grab your horses. God, I don't remember. Did you guys pay her already for all that time? I think you had to pay back. Oh,
No.
God, I
We-
don't
we
remember what it
paid-
was.
We paid Amdrus's dad.
Oh wait,
Because he's been
Did he?
paying for the upkeep.
yeah, you paid.
Oh,
you paid
right.
your dad-
Okay, then
you,
yeah.
you paid your dad back. Yeah, you did. So we're fine.
Yeah. All right, and you all kind of, I guess, would have a brief meeting of Tristan, who would unhook the horses and hand them off to you. I would say Atim and Amdrus, knowing what you know now, you can kind of see it, and his kind of shaggy hair would kind of cover any slight pointed to the ears, but you can kind of see it now. Just looked, human before, a very good looking human, but a lot of that features that kind of stood out a bit was clearly elven blood. But yeah. He kind of waves to Zephyr and Amethyst, kind of goodbye as you guys leave, because he kind of knows you two. ignoring Amdrus because he was kind of a dick when he met him. And yeah, you guys take the horse without a cart. How many horses
It
was that? That
feels
was
like-
2 horses?
I think it's 2.
All right. Well, as you take the minute outside the back after you grab the horses to make kind of drawing in the grass, using some more of your chalk, making sure you're marking that off. The glyphs kind of alight as you think of River Pass and finish the last kind of arcane runes, and you head through with the horses as that kind of rush hits, and you guys find yourself kind of bamfing back into the middle of that warehouse. I would like everyone to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Who's getting landed on this time?
And who's riding the horses? Amdrus is riding one horse. Who's riding the other horse?
I'll ride the other horse.
Okay.
I feel like Amethyst just dead ass wouldn't know how to ride a horse. So
Yeah, that's very fair. Then Amdrus and Joel, I would give you advantage. Actually, disadvantage. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I
it
rolled
could
a
only
1.
get worse.
So sorry.
I started with a 1, so
Okay. Well, Zephyr.
I got a 6.
Yeah.
A 6.
No. Okay, 6 for Joel. Zephyr, what'd you get?
5.
5. Amdrus. Amethyst.
21.
21. Amdrus. Natural 1.
I got a natural 1.
What is that in total?
7.
Okay. Ateem. Zephyr's like, damn it. Ateem.
Also 21.
21. Okay.
Nice.
As you guys
Exact same roll.
bamf all in, you remember as you bamf into that big warehouse that was under, you remember you put some crates over the rune, and with that, if it wasn't like as you kind of all bamf in, Amethyst, Ateem, totally fine. Joel, as you kind of come in, your horse kicks one and kind of bucks a bit, and you kind of are able to control it. Amdrus, as you hit one of the horse you're riding hits one and bucks you, you go flying off. At Zephyr, you like land right in them and just tumble over a bunch of them. Both of you would take. Oh, I rolled 2 dice. Hold on, I just wanted to roll the one. Would take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you guys hit all these crates you put over top to cover the rune.
My God,
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Take
Yeah.
that potion now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Which one? Poison or heal? Who knows?
Who knows?
But other than that, you guys can kind of calm the horses and put the crates back. And there you go. If you guys want to put the crates back. Good to cover, not so good to teleport into. It's up to you.
Anyways,
But we'll fix them. I think
Okay.
we'll fix them back over. You know?
Okay. All right, and you guys can head out to River Pass. In fact, I will
swap the map.
swap the map. Now I don't have any battle maps or anything. But this is the map of River Pass. Again, being in 5 is where you teleported. And this kind of large stone bridge that bridges across this like few mile wide river, and these kind of small town on each side. Yeah, you guys walk out. You can smell. It doesn't really smell actively burning.
Right.
So that's good news, I guess. What are you guys doing?
I want to get back on the horse and just kind of like slowly like get him outside, and I want to do a perception check on the surrounding area, like
Sure.
see if there's smoke, screaming, suffering, remorse.
All right. Anyone else that wants to make a perception check can as well.
I think I would do the same thing. Yeah.
Sure.
It's a 25.
25. All right.
Natural
10.
20 for 24.
Beautiful.
8.
Natural 20, 8, 10, 5, right? Wait. 25? What did you get, Amdrus?
25.
25. Atim?
7.
7 with a natural 1.
Yes.
All right. As you guys are looking, Amethyst, Joel, Atim, you don't immediately see anything. Amethyst, you're kind of being teleported back. You're kind of now in kind of, I assume, kind of narrow thinking and just focused. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we've had our break, you know.
Mhm.
Amdrus and Zephyr. You look around and you can see as when you walk out, where you are is kind of okay. But as you guys kind of walk through some of the alleys and head to that kind of main road that leads onto the bridge, you can see there are many scorch marks on many of these buildings, and there's a few buildings that are ruined on this side, but not too many. But it is mostly, you can almost, I would say, Zephyr, you can 100% tell, knowing the order and knowing how they work, you can see they came from what seems like Sun Meadow kind of direction, like down the main road, and kind of just burnt anything in the way. Very typical. So as they entered the town, not too much happened, but some still happened. And that kind of leftover burning kind of soot smell would be kind of there. And you look around, there is no smoke, as it's been a day. And as you start to kind of travel along this bridge, you can start to notice and see the inn is burnt down for the majority. There seems to be some parts of it standing, but not enough to really keep a business going. You can see the stables fully burnt. You can see some charred bodies along like the bridge or kind of being kind of brought on the side of the bridge as you kind of start to get to the other side. Unrecognizable, any of them. They're just fully charred. And many of the buildings on here have been burnt and destroyed. In fact, with the natural 20, Zephyr, I would say you could tell that they used more of these hellhounds. Just you can see almost paw and claw marks in the soot and the ground kind of scratched in, and you can kind of tell. But it's not all desolate. There are people kind of covering the bodies, and there are a small gathering of people around the inn. In fact, you recognize one of them being the innkeeper who survived, but is very burnt. You can see he has kind of burning scars kind of along his jawline and down his kind of neck, and probably his shoulder kind of disappearing into the shirt. You can see a bit on his arm too. It looks like he may have been burnt from one side. But he has survived and alive nonetheless.
Can I go up to him?
Yeah.
And kind of like apologize and it's like here, and can I cast cure wounds on him?
Sure.
I thought you were gonna be like, here, gives him a health.
Me too for a moment.
Here, can you test this out for me? Make sure.
Drink this poison health potion. It's gonna be great. I want to see something real fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it first level, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna do first level. And what was that?
12.
12 points of healing.
Yeah. As you do, you can see a bit more of that burning kind of heal a bit more over. But it is scarred. Like, it's not going to magically disappear with a cure wounds, right? But it significantly helps that scarring, the rawness of the scar that would still be kind of there. Actually, it'd probably still be pretty raw. It was only yesterday, but he seems to be pushing through. It is wrapped up for the most part. But as you do, you can see he kind of can move his arm a bit. And he just goes, oh.
I hope this eases the pain.
Thank you. That helped a lot. I recognize you. You were adventurers that came through before, right?
Yeah, The Ditherers, yeah. Everybody else is
Right.
behind me over here. Is there anything we can do to help?
I mean, right now we're just trying to count the bodies. Not that we can recognize them. If you want to help try to clear out the mess of my inn, we have some people inside trying to clear it out, salvage what we can. Hopefully we can rebuild or at least knock down and build again.
Of course. And I think I'd
Thank you.
probably start helping.
He kind of
Where's
just
the order at? Where did they head to?
the order. The men that attacked. I assume you know them.
Yeah, well,
We're aware.
we know of them.
They didn't really give us much of a name. At least there wasn't much conversation. So they were looking for somebody, but I didn't know who it was. But as far as we can tell, they left, went further south. I'm not sure. We're hoping they don't come back, but knowing this town, if they need to go back from where they came, we're a bit worried. But we're trying not to cause anything, at least. We have a bit of protection, but not much. But it helped a lot. If you want to go inside, there's a few people there and can help clean up if that's what we like, or if you want to help us gather any remains that aren't fully charcoal.
Right. Sure. I'll start walking towards the end to try to clear out what I can.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, the inn is different from the bar. Sorry, the inn is different from the bar, right? Where Amethyst.
No, this one was all one.
Okay,
That was in
yeah.
Shayborough. It was separate in Shayborough.
Okay.
This one it's all one. Yeah. This was the
Just wanted to-
Watchful Night Inn.
Yes.
Inn and Tavern.
All right. I also want to ask him if he knows anything about Amethyst's friend.
Senya.
Yeah, Senya.
Yeah, she's one of the ones inside helping.
Oh, good. She's still here. We're worried. She was so kind to us last time we were here. So
She is.
Amethyst lets out like a visible sigh of relief.
I will
Even though,
say,
like she got that
yeah.
confirmation, it's still like
she got a little banged up, but not as bad as I, so she helped with a lot.
Right.
Okay, and he'll kind of let you head. Does anyone want to help outside with gathering the bodies or putting the bodies together? Or is everyone heading inside?
Heading inside.
I'm heading inside.
Okay.
I will.
Well,
head
I guess
outside.
Amethyst
Where-
for sure is.
Amethyst nervously heads inside because
Well-
now it's like, oh god.
Yeah.
I guess I
I'll
would
head
head
outside.
Yeah, if I can help with the bodies and start laying them to rest, I think that's what I'll do.
Okay. So you stay outside. Joel, Amethyst going inside. At team, you staying outside?
Mm-hmm.
Joel,
I'm
Zephyr?
inside.
Inside. Okay.
I'm inside.
Okay.
As we're making our way inside, Amethyst is gonna be like, how do I talk to her?
Be yourself.
It's worked with the last one.
Asking the
I'm
chew
sure.
that doesn't have good charisma.
Yep. Time for Zephyr.
Amethyst
Wing.
looks back at
Wing.
him.
Yeah. As they head off and disappear into the crowd of people they're
She's
helping.
like- It's just like the wasabi videos.
This is
No.
perfect.
Wasabi. Yeah. All right. You head in and you can see it is a mess in here. There are burnt, probably a lot of charcoal here if you wanted to gather it. Just putting that out there.
Pocket.
But there are pieces of wood, like the bar is completely destroyed. I think there's there's probably like one table that's a bit burnt but didn't take too much damage, and a couple chairs. Most of it is completely destroyed or charred. There's a whole section of the wall that has crashed in, and the roof that has broken in on that one side. The stairs, you can still go up, but there's probably not much of a second floor. It is like 80% ruined. And it's almost easier just to break it all down and rebuild it. But as you walk in, there are multiple townsfolk, all different array of damages. Some of them are just kind of bruised and cut. Some of them are totally fine. Some of them just have like soot on them and are kind of sweating as they're working. Some of them like are kind of helping count things because they're like they have their arms wrapped up and they can't like grab things, but they're counting something so they can see what they have left, like of inventory. I would like all those that went in to make a perception check. And for the 2 that went out, make investigation checks and just remember your number for now.
I got a 5.
14.
16.
5, 14, and 16. Amethyst, you're nervous and you're looking around. You don't see her. But Joel and Zephyr, as you walk in and you look through, you hear what sounds like heavy footsteps of like armored footsteps in the back. And you guys start to head that way, and then you hear Amethyst doesn't quite catch it in her kind of in her ears, blood pumping, nervous. You hear, "Thank you. You're so kind." Sound of Senya as you head to the back.
Sound of
Awesome.
Senya, my
Amethyst,
favorite.
Senya's
indie
right over
pop
here.
album.
Yes.
We found her, Amethyst. We found Senya for you. Cool, let's go.
You just
Announcing.
and skirl. You see a bunch of people turn.
Are you saying this like really loud?
100%.
I in a normal voice, yeah. I'm not.
And
hiding
people
it.
hear. It's not. Yeah. People are like, what? Look.
Her
And
face is entirely red.
as you guys head back and you kind of move along a lot of the broken wood and burnt charred wood, you round a corner and immediately are met with a massive metal armored body, and you kind of stop, and it's moving things very methodically,
Is this the dude?
and you recognize it as a metal
Amdrus,
armor
Yeah.
that I believe you called Clank.
Yeah, Clank.
Antium's Garden Angel, and you
Guardian.
once made the joke about the ever watchful night in and an ever watchful night, or the watchful night in and a watchful night, and you made a joke about that. And Zephyr, I will give you. You realize now, seeing it, that when you had flown over so fast, you had saw a glint of metal armor that didn't look like the Order's armor, which is usually a darker color. This is a steel gray. And you realize you had seen through the burning of the building the knight moving in and helping fighting. And as it stops and turns to you, you see kind of behind with a large scar that runs along the side that's still wrapped and fresh. The high ponytail pulled up, blonde hair. It's a mess, but it's pulled out of her face, covered in soot and sweat. Senya, the human waitress. And she kind of looks over and she goes, "Oh, hi there." To all 3 of you as you walk in. She goes, I think I recognize you guys. You've come through. I forget your names. I'm so sorry.
Oh, her
Little
heart is
birdie
breaking.
didn't tell you her name. You know, a little birdie didn't tell you at least her name.
She doesn't know which one it was.
I wave with my rock fingers.
Okay. She kind of waves and goes, I recognize you all. I'm going to get the names wrong. I see so many people.
Zephyr, and she's gonna like
Zephyr.
come up to her and probably like grab
And you
her
can see the
hand.
relief because she's so scared to say the wrong name. Zephyr, yes. Okay. It
This
it started with
Amethyst,
a
and I'm
J, a Joel,
Yeah. Joel.
an
Amethyst.
amethyst. Of course, that makes sense. And you can see that she kind of just smiles towards you. Zephyr and Joel, you have a high enough passive. You would notice that she blushes a little bit, but she's flesh because she's working, but she kind of blushes a bit when she confirms that's Amethyst.
Because I have no idea.
Mhm.
Like seeing this was just like, well, I mean, Amethyst I know has been making sure that you're okay. I mean, she's been really like hopeful to see you, so
God,
and like
why don't I have a
looking
silence
over and
spell?
just like trying to see if I'm being helpful at all.
Sure, make a charisma check. Just straight charisma.
Did you get her note by any chance that she sent you?
Oh.
Amethyst sent you a note.
No, 14.
14, okay. And she goes,
I'm blushing. Me,
I
Celeste
have
is
secondhand embarrassment
Um,
for you. Like, honey, isn't this the boy that you said you liked?
Yes,
Remember?
yes,
You
that.
said
Yes.
it was in the buffet line. Your father had just farted. Like, that's exactly what's happening.
yeah, 100%. And she goes,
so intentional.
yes, and she kind of moves into her back pocket and pulls out like a crumpled piece of paper. Like it's folded, but it's being like shoved into a backpack. And she goes, "You're the one sending letters, right?" And you can see it. She unfurls a hand and shows the amethyst crystal you put in the first one. I was confused by the first one, but the second one made this make more sense.
Yes. I'm sorry if it was weird.
It was really sweet, actually. Thank you, especially with everything going on. I apologize that I wasn't 100% certain who sent this.
It's okay. I don't know much about things.
She just kind of chuckled and she goes, "Hey, I mean, neither do I. I've grown up in a small town, so that's all right. I mean, a magical flying bird letter was nothing of what I've seen. It was very impressive."
That was mainly to make sure that you were still okay. It can only
She like points to the massive scar. She goes, "Got swiped at, but still alive, still here. Thanks to this big guy." Like donk donk, like the hollow sound of the metal armor as she hits it.
Well, I am relieved. And I mean, scars aren't that bad. I mean, I have literal rocks for fingers.
Yeah, I mean, the name, that makes a lot of sense, I guess.
The name actually came before the fingers.
Well, sometimes you just manifest it.
Did you need any help with anything?
Oh, yeah, sure. We're counting what inventory we have left. A lot of it got burnt or torn or thrown about. Just seeing what we can salvage for people, at the very least.
I mean, if all else fails, I can definitely do some create food and water for you. Make sure that everyone's fed and taken care of.
Oh, that would be brilliant. I don't think anyone in the town has magic, so that's great.
Yeah, I could definitely do that for you, everyone. I'm just glad that everything is okay.
As okay as it can be, of course.
Yeah, I understand.
And she kind of turns to Joel as ever. She goes, "Well, if you want to help, plenty of people are cleaning out what's left. Or you can help us with, assuming you're helping." And she turns to you, Amethyst, and count inventory. Okay.
Where would you like us to start?
Over here. And you can see it just gets a little awkward and heads over that way. And Amethyst, I would love you to roll a charisma check for me.
Oh, God.
With advantage because of your letter.
Charisma check.
And you have very good charisma,
I do.
considering how
This is-
awkward
oh,
as fuck
God.
Amethyst is.
Okay.
Well, the advantage
19.
didn't help you, but that's fine.
No, 19.
19. Okay. And you guys can go in and start to help counting that. I would love for you guys to make athletics checks for me. And keep that number. Jumping outside to Amdrus and Atim, what did you guys get for your investigation checks there?
13.
13? Okay. And 15. Okay. As you guys are helping, you do find a couple more of the bodies. Again, most of them are fully, like, charred. There's no recognized, but a few of them, there are features very much passed on. But there are enough features where some of them recognize and they can tell each other. And, you know, some people head off to tell, like, oh, so-and-so we found, they did not make it. You hear some crying and some upset, and yeah, you kind of help. One of which, Amdrus, you find and recognize is the old man that ran the stables. Yeah. He is very dead.
Homie's gone.
To be fair, I believe, Amdrus, you were one of the ones, you and Zephyr, the only ones that noticed a bunch of people, like, heading towards this old man and his store. So it might not come to too much of a shock. But he still was kind of kooky and, you know, built you guys, sold you guys many horses and carts, with happy
Covered wagon.
yeah, your wagons, your covered wagon and everything. Yeah. Another one that you recognize was that the human woman that said her son had got taken by the man bat.
Oh no!
Which you guys were pretty sure he just left. She died, which is also probably a good thing because you never found her son, so probably didn't make it either in Sun Meadow.
Jesus.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
well, here we are.
yeah, it's not. You do a lot to help if you guys take the rest of the day. Eventually, night comes and most of the inn is cleared out. People can kind of sit to have a little bit of shelter, or they find other places around, set up tents. And Amethyst, if you want to create food and water, even twice,
Yeah.
you know, to feed a lot of people.
I mean, hell, I can even do it 3 times, and I'll just like use my
Yeah.
pearl. If that would be like enough to make sure that everyone gets like.
I mean, it's a good chunk with it. I mean, they would cook a bit with what they could and in houses that can. You can see this community is fairly small, so a lot of people are helping out and coming to help, and
Yeah.
the vast majority of places are bringing food and water. And you being able to, like, as you cast and you make all this food, you see a bunch of the townsfolk, including the innkeeper and Senya, are incredibly impressed by just being able to conjure food and hand out. Yeah.
And
and-
I'll also make sure everyone knows that these will disappear in like 24 hours so that when their food is gone, they
Okay.
know why.
Okay. And for the athletics checks, I forgot to ask, what did you guys get? So, Zephyr?
5
That's
with a
5.
natural 1.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Joel?
7.
7 and Amethyst?
13.
13, okay. Emboldened by your crush, you're able to help out the most. And Joel and Zephyr, you tire really quickly. You're like, not very strong. But you help other people, like, clear a lot of this stuff out. And Zephyr, you probably get shoved at your... Senya probably goes, like, at one point goes, to no offense of you, I think we got enough covered. If you want to go out and leave us to this and help move a lot of the wood, that would be great. As you're just kind of fumbling and not sure what
Probably
to do
be,
with
like,
things.
tired. We're like, more moving.
Yeah, there's more to help out there, but there's more help. So
Okay. And then I'll like slowly go outside.
being the tall
Tired.
dragonborn in like a small pantry of 4 of you people and a large arm. Yeah, it's probably better that you're out of the cramped place and help to move a lot of the wood. But there's not too much left over at the end. And yeah. It is a somber, but people are finding joy where they can, especially with the displays of magic turning things and food, summoning food and water out of nowhere or from rocks.
How
Meadow,
long do you think we spend doing this?
up to you guys. Do you spend the rest of the night? Rest of the day? It's like half a day. You guys arrived about 3 or 4. No, 4 or 5.
My question is, if like to cast plant growth over 8 hours, how? I know I did that once before, but do I have to just sit still and do nothing but cast that, or can I cast that while I like clean up and stuff?
I mean, it's kind of like a 8-hour ritual, so you're not just like standing still and doing it, but you're focusing on it and you're doing the chanting and you're probably moving. I imagine you're moving around and you know, placing, you know.
Can we
divine
say that
rights,
I
but you
did
keep
that?
doing
Sure.
If we're going to be there throughout the day, can we say that I kind of
Yeah.
did that to just kind of enrich the plant life and stuff around?
Sure. A lot of it that it was burnt or destroyed kind of regrows in full and brilliance. And the 8-hour is what? 8-hour version of that?
It's I just
Because there's the instant cast, which is the 100 foot radius.
The 8 hours is oh gosh, if you guys enrich the land, half-mile radius.
Half-mile, yeah, brilliant.
And it'll stay this way for a year.
Yeah, amazing.
Holy shit,
And
nice.
food
And
yield is
I will
doubled.
say there are some farming families that probably live within a half-mile of this place. That like half-mile to a mile that sees you doing this and thanks you. That had like saw everything going on and, you know, ran in to help and everything. There'd be the odd like farmhouses kind of scattered all along the Blooming Vale. It is a very farm heavy land. So yeah, you probably revitalize a lot.
Would it cover like majority of the town, or would there still be some of the town that wouldn't be touched?
I mean, so you kind of have the two sides because of the river being like a couple miles long. Probably only gets this side of it.
I think if I saw Joel doing this, like when I was leaving,
Yeah.
I might like pop back in. I was like, "Oh, Joel, should I get the other side? That's a really smart idea."
Hurt.
Yeah.
And I will probably head to the other side,
And do it for
but
them.
I also want to look for at Tame too.
Yeah, I mean, probably easy enough found as they're outside with a lot of the people.
Which is outside burying body or not burying.
Burying bodies.
I would say on the way, I'd probably like once I see at Tame, I'd probably like, I guess excitedly go up to him. I was just like, "Oh, guess what? We just saw
Hello-
your
yeah.
like metal friend Clank. Do you remember from forever ago? He's in the inn."
Yes, the thing that followed or just kind of like stared at me all night and sort of followed us.
Yeah, the kind of
Wait,
creepy moment,
that
but
suit of
yeah.
armor that was just hanging.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you never got
So-
into a combat, so it didn't really actually do anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
So he
it's
really-
here. I
he
don't
really
know
is a
why.
watchful-
But...
Creepier than actually having to fight it. It
I
does
know,
not
yeah.
feel like
It was
fucking
like,
force.
okay, I'm
I
just
just
gonna
want to see you
sleep.
sleep.
Yep. It was great.
Oh, okay. So he really is a watchful knight.
Yeah. As you're saying this, you
Yeah.
see the innkeeper kind of walking around, and he kind of stops and looks and he goes, "Oh, yeah, it used to stand in the corner of our inn when I bought it. It was there. People used to say it was haunted. We used to make jokes. One day, up and left. Freaked the fuck out of everybody." And just keeps on walking.
All of this
All
checks out.
right.
I love
Yeah,
this so
All of this
much.
checks out.
And that is,
I guess now we know where it went.
by the book, the lore that's in the book for this place.
I love
No
it.
notes. No
That is
notes.
Wizard of the
Perfect
Coast
story.
official.
I love it.
There's ghosts on the moon. There's ghosts in our armor.
Yeah.
There's ghosts in your
All is
blood.
on it.
Yeah, do
Hot's
cocaine
done.
about it.
Thank you.
And yeah, eventually you can go to the other side and do that there and revitalize like all that as well. And yeah, I assume you spend the night there. Isn't so much an inn, but there are plenty of people that are giving
It's given
rooms for places. They've taken a lot of the tents that were left that weren't burnt in the general store that the old guy owned to kind of help with a lot of people that don't have homes right now, or that was staying in the inn. So you guys can get a tent. You can
We can sleep in the warehouse.
sleep in the warehouse. You could do whatever you like. But your name is very much now known by this town. And they very much thank you for the amount of help that you guys just did. Both with food and revitalizing and helping everybody.
Wish
So
we could have helped with Batman.
Two towns.
Batman
know.
got away.
you just hear one of them goes,
What?
I hope he doesn't come back. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I hope the fire spooked him for good. I also have my orange cat. My lamb.
Excuse me.
And yeah, you guys can hit a long rest if you'd like to spend the night there, and
Down to a -1 now.
there you go.
Wow, that day was significantly shorter than
Yeah,
than yesterday.
it very much was, but it was also probably equally as tiring.
Oh yeah. It's tiring.
As tiring. Jesus, I can't speak. I'm so sorry. I swear I haven't drank that much wine.
That much.
It's been like a glass. It's fine. Yeah. And in the morning, you guys wake up. My lord, I need to turn that off. Bro.
Trying to see if I should do more flirting.
Of course, the answer is always
Absolutely.
I know, but I don't want to be like so forward, you know.
You don't want to be a dude about it.
In the
Yeah.
morning,
be so
Senya
forward.
will ask
You-
if you want to help
Rarely
with the breakfast, whether by magic or just help her. She would be greatly appreciated. I will say she specifically asks you, and then we'll turn to everyone and goes, well, anyone can if you guys want.
Then Amdrus. There you
Amdrus
go.
is an amazing cook.
Amethyst
I'm-
like jumps at it, like absolutely.
Yeah, on it.
All right. And you guys can spend the morning making food, whether you use magic or not, for what they have.
I was
I-
gonna see, because I have the Wanderer feat that I always forget about, and didn't know if there'd be like food, water.
I mean, you can head out of town and look around, and if you want to make a survival check.
Sure, why not?
I will say, like other people, especially ones that went home to their farms, probably bring a bunch of food as well.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah. You can easily find plenty of different like herbs and berries, and if you wanted to like hunt a bit, you probably could find like kind of field animals like rabbits and whatnot. No like forests around, there isn't too much, but like yeah, especially with you guys revitalizing the land, like 100%, you can find plenty.
I want to bring some of that stuff back.
Okay.
Yeah, I will definitely use at least like another create food and water. That way they have like more food for the next 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Up to you how many you use. I mean, if you just use the 2 and then short rest, you'll eventually get them back anyways.
Yeah.
Best things about warlocks.
Yeah. I'll use one, and then whenever we go to like leave, I'll cast the other. That way it's like
Okay.
Yeah. Or no, I'll use both. Whatever. What the hell?
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume you spend at least an hour, if you want to end up and getting a short rest anyways, and then using another when you leave, you can. Yeah, what are you guys doing? As you spend the morning kind of helping feed a lot of people, and I assume any more cleanup that might need to be done, but you guys did, you helped a lot. Maybe not so much inside, but there was plenty of people already helping inside.
I feel like Amethyst is going to just try and talk to Senya and just kind of be like, so how long have you been working at the inn? Trying to awkwardly get to know her.
Yeah. She goes,
Come here often?
a few years, probably. Oh gosh, maybe like 3 or 4 now at this point. I grew up in town, so I kind of always known the innkeeper. He was young when he bought it, and kind of grew up knowing him, and eventually applied when I could. And still young, but maybe one day I can take over. But I'll make sure he rebuilds first, because it sounds like a lot of work for a newbie innkeeper.
Well, I mean, if you ever need help, now that I guess I've let you know what my name is, I'm always happy to help.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing amazing. You're incredible. So, like, you've done so much to help. So, I will always be happy to help, or have you help around and help.
I'm not sure if this is just you talking or if she's also like mirroring Amethyst's awkwardness, but I kind of love that idea.
Very awkward.
Beautiful. We're perfect together.
No notes. Perfect relationship.
Till she, explodes into a puddle of water as well.
Right. As is the destiny of loved ones.
It's just the path we walk, baby.
Yeah.
It's the path we
Exactly.
walk.
Loved ones of the A team.
Yeah.
Just wait. Just wait.
Just wait. Hey,
And-
you still got Shalar, who is also connected to the
I
water.
was gonna say, isn't
So-
Shalar connected to water?
I thought it would just be each of our elements.
wait.
So Senya's gonna explode into a pile of rocks.
Rock.
Ataim's lover is going to just be blown away.
It's by a strong
Oh,
wind.
yeah.
You do something
he'll
to
be blown
Lily.
away.
If something happens to Lily, Joel's gonna lose his
Not
shit.
even like turn to wind and blown away. Just strong wind just blows him away. He's just gone.
Just Mary Poppins
Just
style.
a tornado
pieces.
comes and he's gone.
No.
And who knows about Lily? You know that she
I will
has a
fucking
dangerous
kill you.
secret. Just saying.
She does have a dangerous.
In
Well,
she's a
he
half
doesn't know
elf. Yeah, Joel doesn't know that. Speaking of which, Etienne Amdrus, do you tell the rest at any point when you have, going to bed or in the morning when you guys are?
I don't think I do.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
You don't tell Joel about the deets about the love of his life now at this point.
The love of his life.
That's
One day.
fucked up.
I made a
Maybe-
promise to keep
Maybe
a
at
secret.
a later time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're just gonna drop a cash like, oh, we should go hit up the 2 elves who are in the bathhouse in Shadebarrow. You're gonna be
Right,
like,
right,
what?
You're gonna forget that they don't know, and you're gonna say that.
Exactly.
They're gonna be very confused.
It's gonna be perfect. That's exactly the moment I want.
All right. Amethyst.
Yeah.
During all of this, maybe I would say not during the night or anything, but during breakfast when things have calmed down and you and Senna had their kind of awkward flirty moment and get to know each other, and she probably asks you a few questions, whether how much you tell her, it's up to you. I assume you at least tell her you come from Silver Call Port, and that's probably
Yeah.
nothing more beyond that.
I feel like that's a lot of. She doesn't want to trauma dump on a first
Right,
date.
exactly.
Or
Anyway, so I came from this cult and made a pact with a genie to escape
Yeah.
said cult. Then I found myself in a port, and now my sister, who's like the only person I love, just died yesterday.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Well, 2 days ago now.
2 days ago now.
Still.
As you're sitting there, I imagine with like warm tea or something that she may have made, and you guys are sitting there. The kind of noise of people talking and eating, and kind of in this like destruction, there is that like peace and happiness that have been coming with people talking and reminiscing about people that have gone missing or have died, you know, and talking about what's to come and trying to be positive, that all kind of begins to fade away. And in your cup, as you're looking at it, as you're kind of seeing it just kind of swirl and the heat rise, you kind of blink hard, like you're staring, and everything almost is gone. And you're in this kind of almost like your lantern, but it is not as furnished. But you kind of blink and you look, and there's this mist almost, or this haziness of the air around you. And you think you can see some kind of shapes kind of all around you. You don't know. Again, it feels like your lantern, so you don't know if it's that stained glass kind of look that encompasses your lantern, your little crib. Because it doesn't quite look the same, but you can't tell. And then you look up, and through the haze you don't see anything, but you know someone is there. And you hear the familiar, comforting voice of Zaina. And she says, "My little Amethyst, my precious stone, you're doing amazing. You've grown so much. And with so much hardship in the recent, you have powered through it. And you make me so proud. You're doing great things, and I know you have much more great things to come. And I do not want you to be taken from a comfort, finally, from someone you clearly like. But I can feel the power grow every day. And I am worried. I understand these new companions had something to do with the elves that seem to be connected to Marlos. I worry the longer you wait, the worse things will get. I am not here to rush you, and I understand there are many paths ahead. I just say I am worried. Do you say anything? Or what do you do?
Same, bruh.
Amethyst will just like look up to, I guess, where she feels Zaina would be, and just give a nod and be like, "I understand. I'll make sure it gets taken care of soon."
I am just worried, is all. Again, I do not want to rush what is needed to be done. And you have gone through much in the last 2 days. And I am doing all in my power to find and learn about what happened to Mariana. But these things take time. And I'm sorry I do not have an answer quite yet.
It's okay. We'll figure this out and protect everyone, so this doesn't happen again.
Well, and you can tell she's hesitant. There is more she wants to say, but you can tell that she is keeping it, like, not wanting to dump more, essentially, on you. She just goes, "Well, I just wanted to let you know that you are not alone, both with the people immediately around you and with me. And I guess Hitara as well. And you are doing well.
Thank you. If there's anything else you need to tell me, I can take it.
It is less about you and more about the company you carry. I fear there are many with alternative motives. I can't speak.
Interior.
Ulterior motives. And I don't just mean Hatara.
Okay.
One pact was severed, with great loss. I'm worried what the other will do as well.
Me too.
And kind of with that, you don't see it, but you almost feel like somebody almost giving you a hug from behind. As the fade kind of, the haze kind of fades away, and you blink again, and you were just zoned out in the tea, and you hear your name go, being saying, Amethyst? And you snap and you look. And you see Senya is just kind of like looking. I was going to say Zaina, and I was like, shit, this is too close. Senya just kind of looks and she goes, you really zoned out there. You okay?
Yeah. I just probably won't be able to stay for much longer.
Oh. Well, I'm sure we'll be here when you get back. If you ever come through again, at least.
If it's okay, I'd love to.
I already said it's okay, so yeah. I would love to see you again.
Are you okay, Fire?
No, my fucking heart.
Look, rolls were high. She sent, "Are you okay? I'm checking in," after probably the worst thing that's ever happened to her. Yeah, she's got some brownie points, okay?
Just be proud of me.
There you go.
Be proud of little awkward Amethyst.
Yeah.
Never had a crush in her life.
Yeah. Alright. And with that, sorry.
If I find any interesting stones that make me think of you, I'll make sure to bring them as souvenirs.
Oh, that's cute. I would love to have them. She kind of like pulls out from her pocket that amethyst. She goes, I'll add it to a starting collection.
I like that.
All right. And with that, I asked the Ditherers, what's the next step? Where does the journey take you next?
Amethyst. I will say Amethyst will relay the urgency that Zaina kind of brought. Leaving out the stuff with Ataim's pact.
Mm-hmm.
And also the stuff with Hatara.
Right.
But mainly just everything else that Zaina said she would kind of bring forward.
Right, the mountain. Yeah.
I feel like
Where-
Zephyr would also speak up.
Yeah.
Well, we know that the order's also heading south. I'm a little worried if we just leave them alone, how many other towns are gonna burn.
Can I see the map?
Oh,
now?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Well, we know who they're searching for, but hopefully we have stifled that with the recent gift.
So, in River Pass.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just troubling that
possibly.
everywhere we go, we destroy basically by going. We also rebuild.
We did a lot of
At
good
great
today.
cost. We did a lot of good today, and we did a lot of good in Shadebarrow, where we first met.
We just
We're on a two for one.
Mhm. Both
There's
get
gonna be-
attacked and healed. Sorry.
Amethyst is going to look very sadly at Joel and just be like, we somehow got stuck in the middle of a war, and there's going to be losses, but we just have to be better and help like we did today. That's how
Sure. Yeah.
that's how we'll be remembered.
What is next? Fight a god?
I mean, I've got
Had a
nothing
god.
really planned for my Tuesday.
Or Kaiman?
Fight a god.
No,
Fight a god sounds
Hold on.
like a lot of fun, actually.
Hold on, I'm listening to this Kaiman idea, and I'm liking what I'm hearing.
Didn't we already kick
What's
the
in
king's
Kaiman?
butt enough for one day?
I've never kicked the king's butt in my life, and I'd like
You
an
know,
opportunity to.
Weird pass.
We
What's
got
it
like
timing
alternate
for us?
an
dimension.
apparition. That's kind of the same.
Close enough.
I don't know. There are definitely some things
I don't know.
that we.
Sorry.
I
was
just
gonna say-
think that since we're down here, we might as well. You guys had relations with the elves before, yes?
Listen, my relations with the elves
Yeah.
are none of your business.
Not
Amethyst.
like that? She like gets more confused.
You get the sense that there might be history. Who knows?
I just
I was
mean-
single for a long time before I met Mariana, okay?
The
I-
the brigade.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Elves and stone, understood.
Because Zaina
There was a lot of
mentioned-
information that we got from them that seemed to line up with what
What I need
Amethyst
to
told
do.
us. Yes.
Well,
And if I
And-
remember that,
Sorry.
yeah, if I remember, I think the thing that we're looking for potentially is in the Nightthorn Forest. Specifically, I think near Rosefall.
well,
Speaking of, I guess this might help. We were given some information back when we went to grab the chalk that that Amdrus needed. Apparently, the abbess was recently in Rosefall, maybe about a month or two ago.
I still owe her for that ass kicking she gave me in that stupid fucking dojo of hers.
I mean,
You fought her?
there was a whole thing.
Fought is a very strong word. I confronted her and she wiped the floor with myself.
Yes,
And Kane.
out of a challenge
Well,
for sport, really, not
For
anything
fun, for funsies, you
for
could say.
funsies. Yeah,
Zaina mentioned Marlos, right?
Yes, you had discovered
Yeah.
there was a name and connection, so she mentioned it.
Yeah. So Amethyst will probably just be like, was there a Marlos that you knew about?
we knew the name. Found some information in their libraries.
That's how you and Zaina knew, is you guys kind of cross
Okay.
added, yeah.
Okay.
Because they
yeah.
knew Marlos and the Black Geode, and you knew something about
the Black Geode.
Black Geode and Ogremok,
Yeah.
which seemed
Yes.
to connect that. So you guys kind of cross-reference your shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
I just yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
remembering.
I just feel like we have the most information right now to deal with them. And we're already down here.
I mean,
Might as well make a day of it.
you guys
Yeah.
are, just to let you guys know, again, you guys are in
River-
River Pass, so
I was gonna say we're in River Pass.
you're kind of in the middle again. River Pass
That's
always
fair,
seems to
yeah.
be which direction you guys are going. So there was also the issues with Lakefall Keep and cleaning out the people like the
That's a
other
later issue.
tides.
There's
Yeah.
a little god that wants to like flatten the earth.
Yeah.
So much fun.
And then we found a bunch of books and stuff that need to go back to
Timing.
Timon. Specifically to
There's the
But the
ever.
world is the most important thing.
There's also the ever pressure of the order, gaining more power and ground. But
But the
so is the war.
and then there's the war. Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, River Pass isn't that far from Crow Point.
Yeah, I mean, River Pass is closer to Crow Point than Sun Meadow by a few days, but not too much. It's like I think a 4-day journey to Crow Point, and I think a 6 to 7 to Sun Meadow. Just letting you guys know. If you just take like the main road and travel, by foot.
Horses.
But yeah, you guys have horses.
We
And...
will be passing by or through Crow Point if we're going to the elves.
I will say, it does not seem like they have any carts left. All either burnt or were taken when people fled. Just letting you guys know. So you just have your horses. So 2 horses. Which, I mean, can hold 2 people each, and Zephyr can turn into a horse for a number of hours. So, I mean...
Also, crazy idea. Amethyst.
Yes.
I know you can create crystal tables.
I was just looking to see if I can make a cart, and it doesn't say anything about it. If that's what you're going for.
That was my idea.
Yeah. Because it is vegetable matter that lasts for 1 day, stone or crystal, which is 12 hours, precious metals 1 hour, gems 10 minutes, and minthrol
So
1 minute.
Fun spell that never gets used. So this is kind of cool.
I can make a vegetable cart.
Love it.
Oh my god.
There's an idea.
Oh my
Um,
god, can I make a pumpkin carriage?
Yes.
Like if you make stone wheels and we can fashion some sort of platform.
I mean, you made a table.
Yeah.
You could make a cart, I would think. Well, it's no longer than a 5-foot cube.
Oh.
So you would not be able to make a very big cart. And it
Yeah,
also would be
one-person
pretty
cart.
heavy.
Yeah.
Gladiator cart style.
Well, it
So
would be,
I'll make
I
two.
mean, it would probably be like 2 people can sit, yeah.
Yeah.
But it would also be made of stone or crystal, so kind of heavy.
Heavy, yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
So-
there's no
Be a
like
lot to pull.
wood option or something.
Yeah, I checked that
Pushing,
already.
Yeah. And no, wood does not count as vegetable matter. Thank you.
No, I want
Before
to make a
anyone
pumpkin
asks.
carriage.
No, I'm gonna say no to that. I'm sorry. It also can be only 5 feet, so it would just be a very large
Or
pumpkin
flat
that
cart.
could fit one person.
You just have to run on
That
top
just-
of it as you go.
Yeah, huh?
All I'm hearing is just more fun. So
Okay. So, as you guys are weighing your options,
Into the woods.
into the thick of it.
are you heading?
Wow, we went to 2 different things.
Are you heading towards Crow Point? Is that what was decided? Or am I wrong?
Yes, we're heading to Crow Point to get to Edgecrest to get to Rosefall. Yes.
I mean,
Was
sure,
that-
if
was
that's
that
the
the
direction
plan?
you guys
Yeah.
want.
Going after the elves. Yeah.
Yeah, because that
Are we
just feels
just
like
going to Rose Point because we found out that the abbess was recently there? Because I thought
That's
we
where
had something
these.
in the forest.
Yeah, I thought we were going to the Nightthorn Forest.
Well,
So-
that's
Yeah,
all-
because that's where the
that's-
stone is.
That's all
So I'd
within the
probably
Nightthorn
almost start
Forest. Is the
there.
entirety of the forest, and those are specific areas within the forest. If I'm reading the map correctly.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosefall is in the north. It's just on the very other side. of
Yeah.
it.
Did we
Uh-huh.
not have a location or a general location of where that?
No.
Oh,
You just knew it was
Where-
deeper into the forest. It's as far as I believe Atim had found old notes that had said something about
Yeah.
him finding old ruins
Let me
deep into the
see.
northern forest.
But it was near
remember-
like the monastery, so I was like, we should head there instead.
Yeah,
It
it was
could
the
be.
they have an elven stronghold in the Ninethorn Forest
Yeah.
somewhere. I assume that with our new information that we got that the abyss was recently in Rosefall, the last 2 months, it's probably around in that area.
Or we could find more information at least.
All right. Well, for the time being, are you guys just getting on horseback and
Heading to Crow Point. Definitely Crow Point to get us started.
Zephyr, are you
No.
transforming anything to go? Because I will say, to go normal speed,
5
two
hours.
of you guys can be on
Quite
each horse. So one of you would not be on a horse. You also have two that can go into a lantern for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can max it out and run for, or I can be in a horse for 10 hours if I use both my wild shapes.
Yeah, and then they come back on short rest, so you guys can easily have a short rest too. And I mean, a typical traveling day is about 8 hours, anyways. Just to let you know, typically.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll wild shape into a riding horse.
Okay.
Cool.
Which
Um,
gives me
So yeah, just the quickest way we can get there.
I also
yeah.
think with
Someone could
armor and
ride on the bike.
everything, yeah, I think Joel and Amdrus, I think, are the heaviest. Also, Amdrus, I believe,
I
as
still
an
t-
orc,
I
you're
still
pretty
have-
bulky, aren't you?
I was gonna say I have technically medium armor. It's just the heaviest medium armor.
Correct. Yes, and so does Joel. I just mean out of your guys' group,
Out
you
of
guys
everybody.
are the heaviest. But I think orcs also are like pretty bulky, just
Yes.
kind of naturally. So you're probably the heaviest. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you go on one and Joel and somebody goes on someone and someone rides Zephyr, you can do that too.
I was gonna say I'd put Atam and Amethyst together, and then the other two solo.
Yeah, that works too.
Fun.
Yep.
My question is, Joel, Amdrus, and I guess anybody other than Zephyr, does any of you guys have A, are you proficient in animal handling, and B, does anyone have proficiency in land vehicles? I know this is not so land vehicles, but
No, notable.
no to both. Really? I thought you had animal handling.
I would have thought so too.
I thought you did. Amdrus, do you have either?
No, I'm proficient in water vehicles.
Amethyst, Atim? Beautiful.
Could I cast speak with
Don't say it like
animal?
that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said animal handling and
Or
no, I don't.
Or land
Land
vehicles.
vehicles.
No,
Okay.
no to both.
All right.
Could I cast speak with animals and like talk to the horses and basically let them know where we're
I mean,
going?
I'm
and they
sure
can follow
as a
me?
horse, you can talk to other horse.
You can just talk to them.
I'm assuming horses communicate with each other in
yeah,
some way.
they can. I just wanted well, if I knew to do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as Zephyr, you totally could. And yeah, I would say you might have to keep them going at a good pace and not being distracted, because these bitches don't know how to ride horses.
I guess like I would probably just talk to them in horse form, seeing like I'd probably wild shape and then seeing that you guys were struggling.
All right.
But yeah,
Mhm.
so I'll fill in the horses.
Beautiful. All right. And with that, you say your goodbyes, and everyone thanks you again, and Senya sees you guys off, says, can't wait to see you come back through here, be safe, as you guys are heading straight towards the thick of the war.
We've spent so long avoiding the war, and
Uh-huh.
now here we are, just
Into
into the thick of it.
That's why I brought up the other stuff, because I figured you'd still avoid it.
Leroy Jenkins.
Not gonna lie.
No. Listen, we fought air, we fought water, we fought fire. We teamed up with Earth, but now we got to go kick Earth's
Have
ass.
you? All right. Fair enough. All right. And you guys begin to ride out along the road towards Crow Point. My question is, do we want to roll for our daily encounters now or at the start of next episode?
I feel like it'll be better to wait till next episode
Yeah.
because that's gonna be what after Christmas.
I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna remember.
Well, that's fine because I would just have time to plan. That's all.
Oh, I
No,
mean,
it's up to you.
if you're gonna keep them, then that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
We can roll them now so you can plan.
Okay.
What do you want us to roll?
Hold on. You can roll a. It's a D10 and a D8.
I'll roll the D8.
I'll roll the 10.
Southern encounters. Here we go.
5.
For the D8.
5.
Oh, 2 5s.
High five.
Oh, we're gonna get fucked.
This is the second time we've rolled the same today.
I know. We're twinsies.
Oh
We're bonding.
yes, beautiful. I love it. I'm excited.
I don't like
Uh-oh.
that.
Anyways, I have to drop out of the campaign immediately for emotional.
Okay.
For emotional
You
reasons.
won't get this fun encounter. That's fine.
Okay.
Might not be bad at all.
Okay, that's.
You never know with you.
2 5s.
You never know.
It's very true. This is very, very true. Brilliant. Well, with that, as you guys ride out into the morning, that is where we're going to end it. Like everyone kind of said, we won't be back to our main campaign until the new year, so in 2 weeks, on the 2nd. But next week, we won't have our Pyro here, and we figured it's Boxing Day. We may as well do a fancy Christmas one-shot. So
I have a fun one.
we're going to be, yes, our wonderful Coco's going to be running it again, just like last week. And
It's gonna be
we haven't-
Petunia's next top model.
right. I don't think we've
I could
decided
make
if it's
that.
going to
I could
be
make that.
the Ditherers team or if it's going to be a whole nother new characters. So we'll figure that out.
I think
But
we're gonna go back to the Guardians again. I think
yeah.
that was fun.
I'm totally down. Me and Pink could
Barbarian
play our twins.
Santa is a thing.
We did say Santa. All right. So watch out for next week for that. That will be super fun. I will be excited to play again. A very broken character. Found it was very broken last time, but that's fine. Poor Coco has to deal with our shit again.
What's new?
Hey, it wasn't
for
just. It was
Aurora's
most.
characters?
It was mostly Penguin with being an enchanter and
Flashbacks to
hypnotizing
jail.
every single encounter, and we just walked by everything because he was just like. And you're suggested to leave. Beautiful. Moving on. Anyways,
I love it.
if you're confused, go watch the Christmas one shot from yesterday or last week. It was great. All right, we will see you next Monday for a Christmas one shot. Thank you, Kat, for clawing me. Bye.
Bye.